How's it going, everybody? We're live.
Oh,
all right. Introduce yourself. I'm gonna listen and eat.
All right.
I gotta go take a shit.
Always a nice day here on the Michael Garza show. I'm Will, also known as DZ Will Be Great, and Bentley Sonkoon. And I'm thanking you guys for eventually tuning in, which I assume you will do. This is Mike Garza, Michael D. Luffy versus the 8th Hokage Hot One spin-off episode occurring at the Garza estate. As you can see, it is a lush abode. It's a great place for parties, whether you're into high-end or bohemian chic. Mike has it all. Sorry, I was just listening to that sound test. It caught me off guard. I'm not used to hearing myself talk.
All right, there we go. All right, I didn't have my wiener in a shoe, by the way. Actually, I do need. I'm gonna put this up a little bit because I heard you, but I want to hear you more.
All right.
It's gonna be pretty high, but we're gonna be far enough away from it. Should be good.
I'll try to talk with my big boy voice.
No, I mean, talk.
Test?
Yeah, it's talk normally, and yeah, just keep doing it. Talk about whatever you want.
So, Mike and I, we quite often like to bet each other, but there's no real winning. It's all about titles. Like, is the Hokage better than the Pirate King? The answer's obvious to all you guys out there, so no need to respond and be like, no, One Piece is a piece of shit. We all know that. Like, it's not just the story or the animation. We all know that Naruto is better. Bleach, not as good as Naruto, but better than One Piece. Just a little bit, though. You can take all those DVDs and manga and just throw them in a pile and start. Oh, sorry, you're back.
I walked in front of you though. That was probably pretty rude of me. So
Bad blocking.
I was ad blocking you.
No, bad blocking.
Oh, bad blocking.
Yeah, my drama teacher would say that.
Is that
That and don't tell anybody about what's about to happen.
Drama teacher was kind of a.
Don't worry about it. It was a don't ask, don't tell situation.
Well, you just
They didn't ask, and I didn't tell.
You just Weinsteined him. I mean, he was already Weinsteining, but you Weinsteined him.
Do you know that I had a lady drama professor?
Oh, well.
But that didn't happen. Just like everything on the internet, it's fake.
Are you talking about me? Are you saying I'm fake?
What? No, you're real.
I'm not real?
You're real. I would be here if this wasn't real. I would not show up. I only do real events.
So are you like Edward Norton and I am like imaginary Brad Pitt, except for way chubbier? Is this like a Fight Club thing? Holy shit. Okay. I'm trying to figure this out, you guys. We're going off the rails a little bit. This show is
Pre-game. We're pre-gaming the real show. Basically just wetting your whistle. A little fluff in action, get you excited for what's to come. What is to come, Mike? I kind of forgot because I might have smoked too much weed on the way.
That's okay. That's why I'm here to be sober for you. I'm here. I'm his translator for all you straight edge people like myself. Now, anybody who smokes weed will understand exactly what he's saying. For those of you who don't, you still won't understand what I'm saying because I haven't mastered the English language.
Spanish.
Or Spanish. I try to speak Spanish. Habla español.
I was just about to thank you for not speaking. Here we are.
Habla español. I want to see how wide I can sound, though, when I say Spanish words. That's always the goal. Is the ¿Cómo se llamas?
So we have some Dairy Burger Land nuggets of no particular brand. The only thing sadder than our employees is our product.
Mm-hmm.
we will be eating these nuggets with.
It's a good look. Do you think we should get the tables closer? You think?
You think so?
We could sit behind. We could sit behind the tables. And
Let's
they
get
could-
comfy. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's get it.
Let's
forward.
sit behind. We'll sit behind the tables, and that way, yeah, we got to make sure they can see what we're doing here. We want them to see that we're not lying to them, that we're not like trying to David Blaine their asses.
As you can see, this isn't scripted because if it was, when I said we're eating them with, Mike would have followed up with Hot Ones brand season 21 hot sauces.
Yeah.
But since we are so well prepared and our set is not falling to pieces,
Just
we
want to let
can
you know,
freeball this.
these are legit. You can scan this QR code and know that I'm not lying to you. This is legit. And here is
Someone loves him. They paid good money for that.
Yeah.
But he
Thank
said-
you, Brittany. I appreciate you. I love you, baby. And we got to thank Brittany for this. If it wasn't for my girlfriend Brittany, we'd probably be here doing something gayer.
Thank you, Brittany, for saving us.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy your new Switch Joy-Cons. I hear you have a matching pair in matching colors now.
I didn't even realize.
Whoop, whoop.
I actually didn't realize they would end up matching. So it's like a little happy accident there. So super fucking cool.
It's very nice.
All right, let's begin. So let's start with the Hot Ones, the classic chili maple. And also, I realized we might need a. I mean, if you can't open it, I got a pocket knife for it. Oh, you can always do the honors. We can trade off. I'll do the.
All right,
I'll
okay.
open the first one. You get the honors of opening the second. All right.
2 nuggets out just in case this gets.
Are you going
wild.
2?
Well, I'm gonna put it on one, but this is gonna be my retainer nugget for when shit gets hectic.
I realized that you didn't get your cup.
Is this chocolate milk? Oh no.
Oh, it will. Well, it's fake chocolate milk with nothing in there.
It's Bitcoin chocolate milk.
Bitcoin.
Because it represents value, but it has none.
God, that's actually the.
Fortune favors the bold.
Honestly, you should have a finance channel because I couldn't have said it better myself. Here, I'll let you do the honors of opening the chocolate milk.
Always shake your chocolate milk before opening. Contents may have settled.
Just like me.
Oh man.
Well, I guess while you're opening the chalky milk, I will dab a little bit, put a little on top of my chicky nugget. And oh shit!
Oh, you're going hard.
By accident, that was an accidental hardcore.
I cannot let that pass.
Are you
I will match you.
Are
on
you
this.
sure?
Yeah.
All right.
So, one of our favorite contests is throwing knives, throwing axes, really anything sharp that you shouldn't throw. I already filled your cup. And most of the time, we come up with really silly ways, like throw it behind you, don't look. And I see this hot sauce contest as an extension of that.
Oh yeah.
Mike, show them your sauced up nugget. I want to.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's a little tough to get closer to the camera here. As you can see, I got a little sauce. I put a little more on there than I expected, but luckily on the Scoville level, the classic chili maple is 1,600 Scoville heat units.
All right. Now, pirate ninjas don't mess around. I'm going to show you what I done. I made a classic style mess. I'm going to dedicate this one to my son Hunter. Top of this nugget just dripping. And now, as you see my plate. All right. Are you ready, Mike?
Let's do it. Let's see here. What else? I feel like I'm missing something.
Chili maple.
I feel like we're missing something on this one.
I think we're ready.
I forgot to put the cap. But where the fuck?
Oh, here's the cap. Okay. So some of these are a little more runny than your regular hot sauce. Keep that in mind. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
It's pretty good.
Very sweet.
I put the extra nugget just in case because I could take the rest of this. That's really good.
That is like a standard mild sauce. Like you're almost into medium territory, but mild. I could eat that on French fries or.
What?
I'm sure the maple's in there, but it's not really coming through for me.
Pretty good.
All right. Now, even though this is unscripted,
Oh, yeah, interview question. That's what I was thinking of. I forgot.
I'm trying to So Mike does a really good job inhumanizing himself, dehumanizing himself, separating himself from you guys. But I want you guys to get to know Mike a little bit, same way I know. Now, Mike, you love music.
Yeah.
It shows on the channel with the Butt Boys and hanging out in the Intrepid and the other musical processes.
Rest
that
in peace,
you do.
Dodge Intrepid, by the way.
So-
Rest in peace.
Who do you feel like your music is most inspired by?
Ooh. One artist or multiple?
You shoot, man. Only you know the
Because
answer.
it's a
to this
blend.
question.
It's a blend. It's So I was gonna say Electric Six.
Okay.
The guy who wrote
the
Gay
Gay Bar, yeah.
The Darkness.
Ooh.
Steel Panther.
Okay.
Nickelback.
Deep inspirational cuts.
And I'm not kidding by any of this, by the way, because I love butt rock.
I would love to make fun of him for the Nickelback thing, but I'm trying to be more supportive in the new year of people that are different than me. So
Fuck that. Make an excuse for me. How about this? Every rule has an exception.
It's Chad Kroger. He's Canadian, and I'm trying to make up for some of my misdeeds in the past.
What'd you do in Canada?
Don't worry about it. All right. Do you have a question for me, or shall we move on?
I actually like the fact that I didn't prepare any questions because I wasn't thinking about that at all during this. I was so busy focusing on the production value that I forgot to even write stuff. So you're really, truthfully, you're the show's real writer. He is my Larry David. I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh my gosh!
You know who Larry David is, right?
No, I don't.
So Larry David's actually funnier than Jerry Seinfeld, and he's the real brains behind the Seinfeld show. And he has his own show called Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Check it out. Seinfeld was an inside job.
No, so Seinfeld is not as funny as Larry David, though. Larry David,
Curb Your Enthusiasm, I've heard of, but I never got onto it.
If you give word, look up Curb Your Enthusiasm best of clips on YouTube. And
I know we're the same age, but I feel like I was the wrong generation to get into it. Like just a little young.
Larry David's funny.
Right.
Anyway, so let's
tell us about this next one we're getting.
Oh, I still have to ask you a question.
A question.
I got distracted. I got ADD. I blame it. I'm not gonna blame it on anything. What anime, of all the anime that you've watched, what anime do you feel that you liked, and then you felt like it's really gone downhill?
Oh man. So this is really cool because the anime that got me into anime, like a long time ago when I was a wee little guy, I freaking loved the Dragon Ball original saga, and then Z. Both of those, they were awesome for me. And then I don't know what it was, whether kids beat it out of me, but I stopped liking anime for the longest time until I was like an adult. Like just a certain period of my life, I just like dropped it and I was like, that's not cool. I don't like that anymore. And obviously now I wouldn't be here in a top knot rocking full cosplay as Shikamaru from Naruto if it weren't for the influence that anime has had on my life. And so, fuck your bullies, fight them one day when you're ready. But that's life. Without my boys, I wouldn't be here to say I am a strong, confident person who believes in what they believe in. So thank you. That was a really awesome question.
I'm coming up with them on the rim. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to think if there's any. I don't want to follow up with the question because
We've got lots of
sauces to go through. All right, so
I have an intermission for us at the partway that's going to be a fun little.
If you need any help, by the way, I got a pocket knife. Some of those ones are actually oddly.
I love watching me struggle.
Okay, so I'll actually, while you're opening, I'll explain this one here. So this one is.
Tell me about the rabbits.
This one is La Pimenteria. I can't. I don't know any languages. So it's Curry Verde. So 6,000 SHU is the Scoville units for this one. And now it says now this is a description for it. It says newcomer to the Hot Ones fam. hate the word fam so much. Can you just say
You and
family?
me too, man.
Dude, can people just say family? Can everything stop being shortened? I understand that like certain things need to be shortened. Like maybe if you're spelling Mister, maybe spell it Mr. If you're spelling doctor, spell it Dr. Maybe if you have drive at the end of the address, maybe put it Dr. I get that.
Abbreviation
Can we
makes
stop
sense.
saying yo fam? What up? Yo dog? You know, it's like,
I don't
oh.
say that I live on, let's make up one, Cherry ST. I don't. It wouldn't make sense. I would say I live at Cherry Street. So, I mean, you know, if you're a musician, I get it in lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, fam makes sense. But, I don't know. It's vernacular. Kids will come up with whatever makes them feel special. And a new word. Ooh, this one popped. Did you hear that?
I heard a little pop. Let's before we start doing this, let's I got the chat. Don't worry, I got the chat logs here. Oh wait, no, the chat logs aren't.
Thank you, Brittany. When are we? We're 4:28. Okay. By the way, Merry 420 to everybody out there. I know I'm a little late, but so are you. So.
So all right, I'll let you do the pour in there.
Sauce number 2, curry verde. Oh yeah, that looks like a good deli mustard. Here we go. I made a little heart on there for my wife Nikita.
Oh yeah.
A little shout out to my wifey. Oh, whoa, I almost made a mistake there. I was trying to free up my hands so I could show off our anniversary tat. Put her on my skin.
Addies.
Yeah.
Dude, that's badass.
Thank you for my wife to let me be here and supporting me doing stupid things with my friends. Love you.
Sweetie, I'm too much of a pussy to get tattoos, so.
I wake him up. Let's get him drunk. We'll change that mind. I got my first tattoo. Well, no. Kids, if you're watching this, don't drink and get tattoos. They'll bleed more.
All right.
Are you ready?
Did you pour the chili verde?
Yeah, I poured chili verde straight on mine.
Oh shit. I don't know why I put, hold on. I actually cheated. Hold on.
You dabbed it on the side.
I dabbed it on the side. I don't know why.
Either.
It's instinct on that one. Here we go. Dab it. There we go. I'm just like Tom Brady. I'm cheating the game. All right.
I will teach you. I will be your mentor.
Let me.
You will be my chadich.
Chadich. You are my chadich.
Are you ready? Salud.
Salute.
Oh.
Okay. That's not bad.
That was good. We're still in the medium range for like if you're ordering sauce somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. That's good.
I like this one.
It's not quite hot yet,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good.
It's a Thai curry, which is pretty cool.
Gotta get all the tats fam from follower Nikita Settlemeyer. Probably a fine lady. Sounds great. Love you, honey. Make sure the dogs are watching.
All right. So,
all right. Do you want to do the next first question for us? By the way, have you touched your chocolate milk?
not really. I mean, just a little bit. I'm sipping. I've been sipping just to sip because I taste good.
No, I
How
understand.
about this? How about this? I'm gonna wait until I need it.
Okay.
So
That's where I went. Is I'm waiting until I need it. But
Okay.
question.
So,
I'm ready. If you're not,
this is a good test of my mettle. Am I really good at coming up with things?
that was my goal. I wanted to come here and help you with
Well, Billy, have you ever? Because I know you've hung out with a lot of musical people. Have you ever wanted to be either a solo artist or in a band or do something musically? Because I think you obviously have an ear for it. So you like Faith of the Heart. So have you ever thought about being in a band or solo or in the future now? What do you think?
Many times I have thought about various instruments, and I love music. Music is ingrained into everything I do. Once again, from a young age, I picked up music and I took it into me. And like to get through really shitty shit, you just play that music. And like I I remember a lot of lyrics. It's something that I love music to its core. And then there's other songs where I can't remember a single word, but the beat of it is just like stuck to
It's in there. Yeah.
And you know, but to me, music it's something that everyone loves. Everyone has something that they consider music and they love it. And to me, my issue has always been that I can make something that sounds awesome to me, but my rhythm is jack shit. I do not, and all these great musicians, I hang out with a lot of great musicians, local guys, Eli Vaughn, Caleb Tulu, Peter Wilson, rest in peace, Matthew Benora, really great musicians who deserve a minute to like play their stuff. And all of them tell me the same thing. Billy, you aren't bad at rhythm. You just got to keep practicing. And I'll admit, I don't practice enough. So, guys, if you got your mindset, your heart set on learning to play something, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. I have hundreds of hours into separate instruments, and I can still admit I suck.
No shame in that, man. Hey, guess what? Honestly, like, I would say that I'm not a very I can sing decently, but that's about the extent of it. I mean, I know how to play like chords on a guitar. Honestly, dude, most musicians that got big were even not big at all.
Crowd, what should Mike try to sing?
That were not. I'll give you an example. Weren't really all that musically inclined to begin with. They just learned a few chords, just don't. As I had sex with my dog, that country music.
Big famous ones are still using the same 5 chords that made Bach famous.
Yeah,
it's an
example.
BACH. They represented what was it, F or G as an H for it, but those were, and add D minor. Something like that. But
yeah. So I don't know. Believe it or not, all the people who got famous were just really persistent. And persistence and obsession's the key. The kids at home, addiction's a good thing. You just got to figure out the good shit to be addicted to. Anyway, so
okay.
So get addicted. Get addicted to the right shit. Get addicted to your music.
Okay. So I'm gonna move us off the music subject, and Mike, you often talk about sports on your channel. It's one of the things that you care about deeply and are quite passionate about, both in real life and the virtual world. And as such, do you consider esports to be sports? Now, people at home, I told you I wanted to get you to know Mike like I know Mike, and these are some real hard-hitting questions that
Do I like playing sports video games? Yes, I really do. But to call esports a sport when all you're doing is sitting down with a mouse and a keyboard, can we call it sit-down sports? That I'll accept it if it's called sit-down sport. But esport is bullshit. I'm sorry, unless the only time I'll count esports as a sport is if I'm going on a rant right now. I'm really angry.
This is why I came up with the questions, was to get.
What is a sport? First off, there's some sort of activity going on, like a decent amount of activity.
Guys, we're going to derail for a second when we discuss this. And so the reason why, and this is my definition of sports, I would like you to disagree with it if you care to find a way. It is a typically friendly competition in which one person or group of people is set to slow down or hinder another group of people or persons' progress towards a goal. Now, what that goal is different, but you have to be able to physically interfere with your opponent's process. Now, this includes curling, because you're sliding the puck, you're preparing the landing for the puck, and in the end of the day, you can hit your opponent's puck and cause them to lose points, or it applies to games like cornhole, because you can slide the bags and now.
But there's actually something like physical going on. I feel like there has to be some sort of physicality.
Yeah.
I mean, chess, I don't even think is a sport.
No.
And I'm gay for chess. I think it's a game. Just how I think a video game is just a game.
No, I typically would agree with you there, but not under the pretense that the brain is an organ. An organ is a layer of muscle, layers of muscle.
Yeah.
And by de facto, you're using layers of muscle to compete against each other. The better developed the gray matter. I actually planned on going a different direction in saying that esports is a competition, but it's more like track than it is like football, because it's a competition of how quickly you can move this. It is about speed. It's not about strength, but it is about speed when you consider that. A driving game is about how quickly you maneuver your understanding of an automobile into shifting up at the right time. How much am I going to have to steer for this corner? But I feel like we've spent a little bit too much time on this question. And
We'll have to leave this up to the philosophers and
People
you
at
in the
home.
comments. You guys can chime in on this. I there's a part of me. I am open-minded. I do love esports. I just don't think you should have. It should be called e-sitting.
Tell people about the zesty lemon pepper hot sauce, not read by anyone dyslexic.
So the Krabby Shack Zesty Lemon Pepper Sauce is 15,500 SHU.
Wait, say that again?
SHU?
No, how many?
15,500.
That's a lot of Scovilles.
It's a lot of Scovilles. Now,
15,000.
it's over 9,000.
Oh my God, it is over.
So this is our first one that's over 9,000. So we just broke the scouter. The scouter couldn't detect it. So this is getting to like, we're eventually going to get to the Goku levels here. So
it's pretty good. I don't know about going Super Saiyan,
but so here, let's give a quick description. So Brooklynites might recognize this new sauce maker from the eponymous restaurant. I don't know what that word is. The Krabby Shack usually serves this tangy tamalio and lemon pepper magic. You probably read that one. It's probably it, yeah. I can't fucking spell. Or anyway, let's just get.
I got one. She is hot, tantalizingly tart, and not to be messed with. She has a unique, bold flavor that brings on the heat. Put her on poultry, seafood, or whatever your heart desires. Oh God, I hope your heart doesn't desire dick, because that's gonna hurt. Get it? Put it on your.
Oh, cool.
I shouldn't have said get it. Co-founder Fifi loves this zesty hot sauce on potato chips. Fuck, I wish I had some tater chips to try it out. Go Fifi.
My man.
All right, gonna do a nice fat layer on. Oh my God, that's brown. Like I expected it to be green, but that is scary. That is. I don't know that that's food or a food product as it's supposed to be. To be fair, neither is the nugget. But
Just gonna get this.
shout out to McSatan Industries for not sponsoring us and giving me these nuggets.
McDonald's though, he may not accept your sponsorship, but I will easily sell a part of my soul, not my whole soul, but part of my soul to you, because there's a part of my soul that probably sucks. So I'll give him a shitty part of my soul in exchange for like a $200,000, just a small part,
Like
maybe
a
like
20-piece nugget.
Yeah, like, I'll just give you like 5% of my. There's got to
You
be.
want to do a fair, even trade across. How many nuggets is your soul worth?
I just want to rip off.
Okay, fair enough. Hold on, wait. Before we do this, I got one for us. Do. I'm hugging it. Make sure to keep your toilet close after eating McDonald's. You got one? You got a McDonald's intro? Yeah. How you go?
Ba da ba ba ba. I'm cucking it. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's.
That was good, man. All
right, let's roll.
All right. Cheers. Mhm. I see where that will go good on potato chip.
I'm taking all these extra sauces that are still on there, just dipping the bottom of it. So it's a combination.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
Hmm.
Now that one actually hits the hot side of like if you asked like a local Mexican joint, am I allowed to say that? Yeah. For their hot sauce, like I want your hot sauce.
He's racist.
That's getting close. Like a good, authentic local place, they'll be like, no, here's a hot one. Are you sure you want this one? Then we're getting close to that. Not quite there yet. Okay. Ooh, that was good.
Give me 1 second, though. I'm actually going to share this with a group chat that I'm part of.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do a shout out then while you're doing that. Hey, to any gamers watching, I'd like to say play Ark because it's fun and it has dinosaurs and it's Minecraft for adults. And if you're looking for a place to play Ark, I currently play on the Arknado server, ARKNADO. That is Arknado. And there's a bunch of really cool guys there. By Tribe of Flesh Curtain, I would like to thank you for your continued protection as I build a ridiculously large city. And thank you, C137, for letting me paint my boxing arena with your blood. You rock. Let's do it again sometime. All right. My next question for you is also a sports question.
Oh, sweet.
If you could only cheer for one team for the rest of your life, and I mean, you'd have to stop watching. If you pick a football team, you got to stop watching basketball and baseball. If you pick a baseball team, you got to give up your football and basketball faves. You pick up a rugby team, I don't fucking know you anymore. And shout out to soccer because 3/4 of the planet can't be that fucking wrong. So yeah, go on.
I'm going to answer your question with a question, Alex. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But,
one team you can only cheer for one of them.
Fuck.
Is it the Hawks?
This actually
Is it the Seahawks?
No, this is actually a really tough question because
I know you love Mariners. You live in Seattle.
I am not as big of a baseball fan as I used to be.
Okay.
So the Mariners can suck it. First off, the organization for the Mariners, I'm just going to say right now, I'm not going to go on too long of a rant. It really sucks. Not a big fan. Honestly, it sucks. All the teams I like, the management's terrible. That's such a tough question, but I have to choose one. It depends on which sport I like the most. And that's tough because I really do love basketball the most. But as far as watchability goes,
I know you bandwagon hard for football.
I bandwagon hard on football.
Hashtag bandwagon Mike. Check it out if you haven't.
So I would go with Blazers. I would choose Blazers. The Hawks have made too many dumb, boneheaded moves over the years. The best thing that they got was Marshawn Lynch and the Legion of Boom. Russell Wilson's a hack.
Oh yeah, fuck Bronco Country.
Bronco Country.
Hard.
I'm gonna ride your dick. All right.
Yeah.
So
I got more faith to Raiders than I do to Broncos. So yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders on that one.
Yeah.
But
go ahead. So how do you feel about that answer? What do you feel like?
That's solid. I like that. I'll accept it.
Do I get the job?
No, it's fine. I'm calling Andy Sandberg. He's a boss.
Fuck. All right. All right. Well, I got a question for you.
Yes, Batman.
Thought I had a question. Give me 1 second. I didn't prepare. Like I said, I'm like the producer. I don't write shit very well. But I can ask a good question from the heart.
Because he's got faith
Of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. I've got get in here.
Oh,
I got
I'm
faith
falling out.
to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul. Oh, I got.
That's why it's the Michael.
I got soul, and I'm so
He's got soul.
Right. Let's see.
Thank you, YouTube, for providing liberty-free music or royalty
free.
No loyalty to the YouTube music
because it'll backstab the fuck out of you because they'll give you copyright strikes for no reason. Anyway, what would be? Ooh, the question is. This is more of a prediction. How do you think we'll be able to get to the final dab?
Oh.
Or do you think one of us will tap out before we get to the final dab? And if so,
we're early in the game. What are we on? 4? 3, 4?
we're on 3. We're
Okay,
on 3. We just did 3.
Prediction. I can't speak for Mike, but as representative of the Hidden Leaf Village, I can say we're gonna be number 1.
You heard it there, folks. I don't know. I've never got. First off, I feel good that we've already tried number 9 on here previously, and so we know that we can handle number 9. But even that was still a struggle fest for me because I had way more in my little bowl of rice.
Oh,
so
yeah, you went pretty heavy on that.
I do.
And that's part of why I'm coming heavy on all of these. I'm loading up on each of the sauces.
All
Part
right.
of it is just that I'm that much more badass than you. People who have played Naruto online with me know that. Shout out to Server 2, Sasuke. Currently sitting at, I think, 7th place ranked. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
If I make it home in time, I have a battle with my old guild leader, Rosie, and I will fight your swimsuit, Gara, and I will probably lose, but go Rosie, go Dad, go all the folks that supported me along the way. Play Naruto online. It's better than One Piece online.
So we're doing Chile. No, I'm just trying to be fancy. So Chile, lengua de fuego.
Lengua de fuego.
Lengua de fuego.
I believe translates
Chico
to tongue of
Ghost.
fire.
Dude, this is 36,500 in the Scoville level. Holy shit.
Smoked garlic, ginger root. Yeah. 36,000.
Right.
36,000. Yeah, we can basically drink that one compared to this. Ooh, this one's a little thicker. Oh God, it's thick and black.
Hey,
Oh,
if I'm gonna have anything inside me, it better be thick and black.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I did 6 thick drops on this bad boy.
I'll equal that. I feel like this is a game of poker. It's like I'll match your bet.
I'll
I'll raise you. Poker ones or poker sauce. That would be fun. I raise you 7 or 8.
I like this.
Let's see. So you got a little.
Oh damn.
Oh.
You playing it like that.
I'm just going crazy.
Okay,
man.
here, pass that back. That's too heavy for me to say we're playing the same game on that one.
Oh,
I felt good before, but there we go. Your drops were too good. Mine were little sissy drops. Wait, is it? That's an effective
gonna keep
term. Once again, this is Lengua de Fuego. That's gonna be nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, man, nuts, man.
I am ready for this. Are you ready for this?
Nuts in the ass, dick in the pussy.
Shoot.
Hold on. I can't see.
Brittany says it would help if you put your glasses on, Clark. Oh, that is great.
Yeah. All right, you ready
Way
for
to
this?
go, Brittany.
Thank you, baby. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I was born ready. Are you ready for this?
I question.
Yeah, I get that ginger.
Tastes pretty good.
Oh, I like that one.
Mm.
That will go good on some Chinese food. That was actually kind of plain. Like, I was way more psyched up for that to be like painful.
I thought it was gonna be a little more painful.
But
Yeah, pretty tolerable.
number 4, chili a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm
I'm not meaning to talk shit on your. Okay.
How dare you talk shit about my sauces that I don't really.
Now that we've hit 4, I'll know how many of you guys out there are Tim and Eric fans.
Oh,
But
yes.
I scoured the goddamn world and I found some Pittsman's mustard for you.
What? Where did you put? Whoa, is that actually Pittsman's? Hold on, let me take it.
Pittsman's by Whitey.
Oh my god. It is. It has the words. It's real. Here we go.
It's as real as the internet.
Dude, real.
Pittsman's.
It's like how they say there's women on the internet.
Oh God. I just blew all over myself.
Oh no.
That's hot. Okay. So I thought since we're at number 4, we take a little break and honor some comedians what came before us. Mike, who do you feel is your comedy inspiration?
Oh man. Whew, that's a good one.
I'm gonna Pittsman's this bitch up. Well, you're
Daniel Tosh is definitely up there. I love Tosh. He's raw. He's unfiltered.
very crude and
Very crude. He works with
spicy. It's just deli mustard.
deli mustard.
A little bit of yellow mixed in there because it was almost out of deli. So if you want to know White Eagle's secret Pittsman's recipe, it's a little bit of deli mustard, a little bit of yellow mustard. It also works to kill roots of certain weeds.
Okay, here we go. All right, that works.
Cheers. Oh, it's so much better. I almost thought about making this a hot sauce, like adding a bunch of like cocktail sauce and some different spices I had at home.
You know what we need to do though? This is gonna sound crazy. Once one of these bottles is empty, we need to do a combination. We'll wash out the empty bottle, and then we just put maybe this amount of roughly of each of the sauces and combine it
into like a graveyard bottle.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, it would taste weird because it would have every single flavor of almost everything in the world combined into one bottle.
Oh, it was excellent.
But it would be fun to do. Oh, let's go to the next. All right.
I'm gonna read this description and then you. Los Calientes Rojo brings an extra dose of spice to the flavor-packed family of medium heat Hot One sauces. Oh, this is a Hot Ones brand. Fair warning, this one will get you going. Applewood smoked red jalapenos lend sweetness, well added citrus, and an extra handful of habanero delivery fiery and flavory experience to my butthole bunghole. And what's our Scoville on this bad boy?
Your accent is super racist. It's disgusting. I'm offended. I became woke recently. I also am running as a Democrat to be able to defeat Joe Biden. Love you guys.
Build a wall around my.
You built a wall around my heart. And so let's see here. So this is Scoville levels 49,000.
Ooh!
And the 49 goddamn thousand.
Shout out to fucking Colin.
Who? Colin? Hold on.
Take one guess. 49,000. Colin.
Oh, Kaepernick.
Fucking
49.
Kaepernick, man.
Dude, that was a stretch to be honest for me.
It's all right because he didn't get to last long, and that is why he's Mike's player of the week.
I like people who don't last long, because I don't either.
I like Cap because he took a stand in an organization that should have supported his ass and instead basically deported him.
I'm surprised the Seahawks didn't try to get it because they're pretty woke.
How woke can you get? It's for San Francisco.
Well, I was going to
they
say
legalized butt sex before California. I mean, Christ. When you're the most progressive part of the most progressive state in the nation, and you can't say, maybe we should stop beating black people so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's political, not going that way.
Yeah, we don't want to.
But
YouTube, don't ban us. I'm not responsible for anything this guy says.
He's 110% responsible because this is completely scripted. That's why we're so.
I also do have a liability thing that an AI created for me.
I'm the AI. I'm not a real person.
He's my sex robot.
Oh my god.
He's my AI sex robot.
Basically, it's the story of Pinocchio, but with a fleshlight, and I don't want to get into
Pretty gross.
Yeah. Oh, wow, I wonder if they'd sponsor. Never mind.
Did I put enough?
Did you?
Did I?
That's up to you.
Hold on.
I mean,
no. I gotta get that. I like it sloppy.
Mine's like when the levees broke.
Yeah.
Yours would. Never mind.
I felt like mine was too weak. Hold on. Let me make sure I get this tight.
There we go.
You ready?
I believe so. Let's give it a shot.
As the Klingons would say. Hold on. What would the Klingons say? Perhaps today is a good day to die. Let's
live long and prosper. Mm. Mm. Mm.
I like this. This actually made, it's probably gonna be hot as shit, but it does taste good. Like
That is good. It's hot, but it is decent. It's like a good red enchilada sauce.
man,
With sweetness too. I don't remember what they said was the sweetness in that one, but that was decent.
oh shit! It looks like I'm gonna win after all. I'm gonna probably win the fantasy football. This is the most likely, you know. If Tua Tagovailoa actually goes off, hold on. I know this is boring. Hold on, give me a second.
Gambling is a shinobi prohibition, so stay away from it.
Yeah, I'm like Naruto. I don't follow the rules. Rules don't apply to me.
TB12. Direct quote.
That'd be awesome. I think that would be an so like if I created a media company, which I thought about calling Cars and Media, but that carsandmedia.com was taken. If the .com domain's taken, I don't want anything to do with it. But
.angelfire/social web gifts.
But I thought about if I was to call it a media company anything, it would have to be questionable for sure. It would have to like catch people's eyes.
Questionable media is a pretty good name for questionable media. And on that note, speaking of questionable media, Star Trek has influenced much of our modern cinema. In your opinion, what's the number one series and who's your number one captain?
That's tough. What's the number one series and what's my favorite captain? Well, actually, God, that's so tough. So TNG is my favorite, by far. And my favorite captain, though, it's a toss-up. So I think Sisko is a solid number 2. I love Captain Sisko, by the way. I think he's probably the most underrated out of all of them. I love Captain Picard. Captain Picard's my number 1. I think Archer's probably going to be number 3. Archer's number 3. What's yours?
Number 1 captain, Riker. Number 1 series, Lower Decks. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Garza's a poon for not being able to answer that question off his wrist.
I should have actually.
Well, now,
I forget that Riker's now
this.
Captain. Shit.
What is your most prized Trek possession? Now, some of you guys didn't know this, but Mike is a die-hard Trekkie, and I will ride him down to his grave and tell him.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So what's your most prized? What makes you Trek hard?
Those autographs that I got from the convention were pretty cool. So I have these autographed pictures of like
the guy's butt.
Oh yeah, the guy I got to see Dominic Keating's ass. He was a security officer in Star Trek Enterprise. Got to see his ass while he was drunk. That was awesome. I was drinking a little bit too with him.
It was not against Mr. Keating's will. He initiated the showing of his ass to Garza while drunk. It was both of them were intoxicated. It was completely consensual. Not a Jello pudding pop situation.
Maybe later.
It would have been. He would have let it. I'm just.
I mean, honestly,
he would have let Geordi hit the floor.
I don't think any other Star Trek fan would let Dominic Keating, who is a lesser-known Star Trek actor, but since I'm such a hardcore Star Trek guy, I love all the characters. It's so tough. It's like choosing which child.
I wish Neelix would have flashed you though. That would have been great,
dude. Ethan Phillips would have been fucking
in makeup from Flash. Okay, sorry. Do you have a question?
That was my question. Oh, use it. Okay. I wanted to use your question, but I can layer it because that's half of me to use your question. I got to make my own up. So
the host admitted he's a hack.
I'm a
4-1 for the guest.
No, I will absolutely admit it. So what is? I don't think I really know this. What is your favorite candy? I know it's simple. We're getting very great
stuff. My wife probably already knows this if she's watching, but it's Rolos. I had a very strong relationship with my grandfather, and he would almost always have like just 2 or 3 Rolos left over from a tube of them, and I love them always and forever. Caramel's my sauce.
That's
How do
a
you
good
say caramel?
Caramel?
Yeah.
You could say caramel if you're British.
I mean, if you're a bitch, but yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm a caramel
Yeah, but
person.
yeah, I said British.
If you're a caramel.
I said British.
All right.
Whenever I hear bitch, I hear British.
On to number 6. Do you
By the way, you know my favorite NBA player is Robin Lopez, and they also call him Rolo. So, so we're both Rolo fans.
Yeah.
All right. What's this next one here?
I believe it's Mako Shark. Is that our next one?
Yeah, the spicy shark.
Wait, that's
Mako
not a shark
steak.
noise.
You said spicy shark. It says on it.
Yes.
Yep. So it's 71,000 on the Scoville scale.
Oh.
Shake that bad boy up. Shake it hard.
Oh, yeah. 71 was my football number.
Was it really?
Yeah.
A baller, dude.
I was a lineman. Thick. I'll show you the picture one day. I still got a couple.
Hey, man, it's honestly better than I could say. I was too uncoordinated to play really any sports. I was not. It's funny. I got coordinated as I got older, which was funny.
So you kept practicing, got better. I did not keep practicing. I did not get better.
I'm a pussy, so I can't play football very well.
Yeah. All right. Do you have a nugget over there?
Oh.
Are you out of nuggets?
I still got nuggets here. Yeah, no.
You're just into the second box now.
Yeah.
He's been doubling.
I was doubling. I couldn't help myself. I'm going to do singles now.
Yeah.
Because we're getting to the crazier ones, we're going single nuggets. Just to let everybody know, we're going more single nuggets.
Now, a lot of these have tasted really good as we've got upper, but it looked just like this. This looks like beef gravy. I don't know how good you all can see this, but that's and it's consistent enough that I can go like that, and it's not coming off my nugget. That's
How much you got in there? Yeah, let's sell it. Sure.
I do a nice coating, so the folks at home can see. There's some elevation to my sauce above this nugget. It's got some depth.
See, I'm like Walmart.
There you go.
I refuse to fucking price match.
I wasn't sure where you were going.
I refuse to sauce match your ass. All right.
Oh, man, this is gonna be good.
Oh, look how much I'm eating. I'm fake eating. All right, here we go. Ready? See, can I do this? All right, let's see. Oh.
No one tastes like curry. Was it supposed to? I'm gonna read the ball real quick.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, fucking hot. Wow. Okay. Ghost pepper. Oh.
Yep, it's got some crazy shit in there, man. Let's see what this
Carolina Reaper.
is. It Carolina Reaper?
I didn't know we were going into that territory already.
Another newcomer. So this one says it's another newcomer to the Wings of Doom. The spicy shark brings masala vibes to the number 6 wing with coconut, cumin, cinnamon. Oh, that's the cinnamon taste I'm feeling. Carolina Reapers and ghost pepper contribute to the lingering heat. That's nice.
That's hot. I am sweating hard. Don't know.
I'm actually not.
Really?
Look at. I'm not sweating at all.
It's no perspiring.
I will eventually.
I'm almost ready to sip on that, but I'm trying to hold off to be strong.
Hey, you know what? It's okay. It doesn't mean that It doesn't mean that you've lost by taking the chocolate.
Oh, that's fucking loser talk over there. He's bad. Don't trust him. He's trying to lead me down a dark pirate path.
Hey, and if you go to that room back there, I got lots of free candy and a tote box.
Oh man. So since I'm dressed up so pretty, what is your favorite anime quote?
Ooh, Bonkai. No, I'm just kidding. Something that actually has some substance. That's a good question. That really is a good question. I usually misquote things, so give me 1 second here. When Ichigo described his powers, he basically said that he's like a faucet that doesn't turn off, and that it's a faucet that I'm probably misquoting this a little bit, but he basically described as it's just when it starts overflowing, it just keeps going.
A faucet that doesn't turn off is how a doctor would describe chlamydia. But carry on. Sorry, this is your question.
No, but that's my favorite one.
Nice.
That's my favorite one overall. I love Bleach. Any of you haters out there who don't love the Bleach anime series, you're wrong. That's all I gotta say. But also I love the relationships they have with their swords. It's kind of like the relationship I have with my cock. I talk to it a lot.
And you pray that it'll change shapes one day.
I pray.
You named it.
Yeah, I keep praying. Hey, can you go from 1.5 inches to 10.5? Thank you. Thank you, Santa. Okay.
To all my Naruto fans out there, this guy is actually about as close to Mike Guy in person as you can be. He is the embodiment of positive spirit and belief in yourself.
Oh, see that thing? I was like, I want a full, want full bar.
And he's not all the way there. So, Mike Guy, everybody. The power of youth.
The power of youth.
Now like Nicolas Cage.
The power of youth. The power of youth is in me and Epstein's Island. All right, here we go.
All
right, let's roll.
Are we ready to Adobo Loco?
So wait, what? We're on number 7 already. You guys are on number 7. We've actually made it so far.
We've come so far.
Can I ask you what? I know that we haven't popped this open, but I didn't really ask a question that last one.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, yeah, good for it. Oh yeah, that was my Are those dogs outside? No, I'm kidding. Ignore that line.
I'm sorry for the awkward silence, everybody. I have to think of questions because I didn't prepare. Ooh.
I'm listening. Carry on. I'm still here.
I'm trying to think. I kind of have a growth one.
Okay.
If they made edible condoms.
Oh God, this seems like a terrible idea, but go ahead.
And you had to use one and eat one, and this had to be done. You get like $1 million at least at the end of this, all right? And you get to bang your wife with this condom on, okay? If you what would be the edible flavor? What kind of
What flavor would I want if I had to eat an edible?
Yeah.
Excellent question, Mike.
He gets $1 million if this
you
is real.
posed it that way. After use, I presume. I'm gonna say papaya because papayas have a really rich, strong flavor, and they're like citrus and sweet, but not like artificial, like a watermelon or a cherry it's a natural sort of thing. Tim Smith says, "This is so hot." Who's the guy on the left? His head has a Super Mario power up. Tim, thank you for queuing in. I am White Eagle, currently representing the Hidden Leaf Village in this One Piece versus Naruto off. Love you much, man. I've seen you on some of Mike's other streams, I believe.
Yeah. Legit,
okay.
bro.
Yeah.
Legit. Tim Smith, legend.
Congrats on your investment advice. Yeah.
Oh, we don't give investment advice here.
No.
Legally, we can't.
Oh, okay.
No investment advice. None of this is financial advice. But but I will say that Tim's got some interesting investment philosophies. Philosophies and beliefs.
Yeah,
So he's got belief systems, and I have belief systems.
Yeah, so did Karl Marx. Sorry. I'm not
to the gulag. Anyway,
to the adobo loco with you.
All right, so let's do it. This one is 103,000. It's over 90,000. It's over 90,000.
130,000.
I can't believe we're getting into this territory, man.
This is some baller shit. Oh, fuck you, little seal.
I still haven't broken it. I still haven't broken a sweat. Dude, look at my face.
It must be the Garza side.
I am Mexican. I keep trying to tell everybody I'm Mexican.
I wasn't going to say anything about that, but
I'm Latino. I'm Latino, right?
oh,
I'm
I
not,
think that's a Rob Schneider quote. Don't sue him, YouTube.
please.
Yeah. All right, adobo loco, jalapeno chico, hint of lime, and smoked jalapeno garlic sauce. Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
he exploded a little too
That's a
quickly.
little Speedy Gonzalez on that bad boy.
That looks like how
That's gonna be good.
release it.
Ah,
Oh,
the smell is very cool.
there's a little fruit fly who's really obsessed with what we're doing right now. How much did you put on there? And if you want, you can read the comments off the screen.
Mike says, "Don't do baby wipes, do man wipes." What were they?
Dude wipes?
Dude wipe.
Yeah, dude wipes.
Do a dude wipe. I regretted not bringing my baby wipes.
I couldn't find my dude wipe, but I got plenty of TP. Yeah, plenty of TP. We got napkins, and here, if you want,
I will serve.
put a cap on.
Ah, tits, my headband. That's gonna be delicious. Later.
Oh, did you get some on your headband?
We'll find out next episode.
Oh shit!
Does the headband fit the dick? We're not doing that episode, honey. That's not how.
We could do. We could
No.
do. We could do. We could do hot tips.
Oh,
We put- oh wait.
hot ones.
Wait.
Just the tip.
Do you have a hood or do you not have a hood?
I don't know if I should answer that on television.
I have no hood, by the way, and it scrapes against my fucking zipper. I need a hood.
Let's stick to the hots.
Remember, this is YouTube. You can say pretty much whatever you want, except for whatever. we have our.
Let's not say the things that'll get us kicked off. 130 minutes.
Oh, pretty good. Oh, here's an apple. That doesn't feel as intense.
I'm really surprised.
That didn't actually do as much for me.
I'm really surprised that I was able to make it through like the first 5
Yeah.
without sweating bad. Like, because I sweat at just black pepper.
Really?
Like, I love hot stuff.
Maybe you're adapting. Your body's adapting. You're like the Borg. You're adapting to my phaser frequencies.
Love it. Love it, love it. Tim said some more stuff. Put my phone up to the screen, scanned it. The guy on the left came up as the second most wanted fugitive in Coos Bay. Damn, that's hot.
My man. Am I number 1? No.
I promise that I'm not the second most wanted fugitive. They probably would have kept me last time I was locked up for longer if that was the case.
And you feel it on my tongue, though.
Yeah.
You
That
feel
one
it?
was nice. Not super spicy. I was almost ready to like sip on the chocolate milk on the last one, but this one, nah, it's good.
Do you got a question for me, though?
It was decent. I always have questions for you. Now,
Have a seat over there. Or not a statement.
Absolutely.
Have a seat.
so we're moving back to music. If you were here at the beginning of our cast, you would have seen that I asked Mike some questions about music, and we're once again getting back to what defines him as a caster. And Mike, what is your favorite of your pieces?
Of my pieces?
Yeah, of all the music you've made,
Mhm.
or just copied, like learned
Mhm.
someone else's thing and done. What is your favorite thing? What is when you play it? What brings you the most joy? What sparks you? Yeah.
Ooh. Well, it's a song I came up with back in the day. I don't even remember how to play it anymore, but I came up with it on my keyboard. It was
Spawns.
it was like, I think it's called Layered Shadows or something like that. It was a fun little one I came up with. A little spontaneous one. When it comes to songs that I do try to play though that I really like, probably would be How You Remind Me by Nickelback is actually really fun. This is how you remind me what I really am. This is how you remind me.
That's not glycerin.
Hokage I am.
I thought that was glycerin.
Oh,
No, I'm
God.
kidding. I'm messing
Oh,
with
God.
you.
Fuck Bush. No. Both the president and the band.
All right. Since we've reached the 8th wing,
Mhm.
I wanted to get dressed up for my 8th Hokage outfit.
Oh, shit.
And I threw on my robe, my 8th Hokage robe. Now Tim's got me wondering if I've got outstanding warrants for shit I don't know.
What'd you do? More?
I don't know. Tell me about it.
Not liable.
Yeah, Mike's bringing wanted criminals onto his show because he's a trust fund kid, and I'm here
Wait a
to
minute.
kid him and take his money.
If you're so wanted, won't they have you by now?
I mean, I figured.
Doesn't that make you kind of
Am I dead or alive?
Doesn't that make you kind of an unwanted criminal? They don't really want you. No, I'm just kidding.
This robe looks like what they make you wear when you get an X-ray. That's only because everyone knows radioactive powers come from getting X-rays, and to be Hokage, you have to have superpowers. Make sense? Prove me wrong. All right. Thank you, Tim.
So
But-
what's this eighth one that we got?
oh, you know what? You don't know what number 8 is?
Oh, DeBomb.
8. 8 is the one I'm afraid of. I have. Oh man.
This one, I will say, if you have
Mm.
to go to the bathroom, no judgment at any point after this. Where's DeBomb?
It's right here.
They set us up DeBomb.
The bomb evolution. Now, not the same as the bomb total insanity as featured on Hot Ones because people have almost died and shit. But thank God we won't be dying today. Did you have a question? Did you ask me a question?
Oh, I'll ask you a question on this one. I think you've been watching doing so many questions. Let's see.
Fuck, I can't believe I'm going to do this.
It's exciting. You are probably one of the most impressive people I've ever seen when it comes to growing things out of the ground.
Oh.
Like seriously, legitimately, you're like you by definition might be like the Tom Brady of green thumb people. The green thumb people. What is your favorite thing to grow? What excites you the most to grow and eat?
Okay.
Or smoke if that's your preference.
So, my gardening mentality. God, this really doesn't want to come out, which is scaring the shit out of me, but I'm getting it all over it. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm not going crazy. I'm just doing a layer on there of this one.
I'll go for it.
Because I'll admit, I am a little bit terrified of this one.
I just to let you know, I've already had this, and you'll come out okay.
You know what? Fuck it.
Are you? No,
Yep.
hold on. If you're a virgin to it, if you're a virgin, I would
Let's
recommend.
get some
Dude,
thoughts.
wait.
There we go. Okay, that's
If you're-
there we go. We're ready. But
I
my
wanna-
gardening philosophy is grow things that grow well where you are. It's not about making the world fit your garden. It's about making your garden fit the world. One of my great grandmothers had a theory that holy shit, that's not her theory.
Well, it's kinda just-
Her theory was that you grow enough for you and God, which it's what it was that you grow enough food that you not necessarily don't have to fight the parasites, but that like deer coming and eating on my strawberries isn't gonna break my strawberry patch.
That's
Like if I had one bell pepper plant and the deer come by, it's fucked. But if I have a row of 10 or 12, then 10 of them are going to make it, 8 of them are going to make it. And I love strawberries because they're so easy. Anybody can grow strawberries. Just super easy. Oh, my wife says soak that nugget. That is accurate.
That reminds me
Yes.
of a financial quote that I heard of what you just mentioned. I just want to say it real quick. The kid lost his quarter, like he went down the sewer pipe or whatever, and that was the only quarter he had. And the father said, "Well, guess what? It's not the fact that you lost a quarter that matters. It's the fact that you only had a quarter. You have to have more than just one quarter." So that gardening philosophy is also a good financial philosophy, not financial advice.
That being said, I did have 18 starts this year, and only 2 of them made it to adulthood because I'm not going to say that it was God, but between the hailstorms in May and the freezing cold weather in May, lots of my babies didn't make it. Rough year.
Are you ready for this?
Cheers, motherfucker! The bomb insanity.
To the real champion. Who's the real champion?
Fireball Jutsu. Oh God.
As much milk as you need, man.
Mm.
This one, I struggle with this one too. This one's a real pain in the ass.
Lots of. I wish I picked a smaller nugget.
It's okay. By the way, your milk's there. There's no shame. I might even go for my milk here in a second. I struggled with the bomb.
That is fucking hot.
I really struggled with this one. No shame if you got to take a step out.
That is Satan's dick. That is hot.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy frijoles. Ah.
Yeah, I might go for the milk.
Oh, America. You going for milk?
I mean, we get cheers. Here.
I don't know. I
I
don't know. It's almost a competition.
I mean, I don't see it that way. I see it as a friendly get together of
Mike's playing 2-hand touch. I'm playing tackle. God, that's fucking hot. Oh my God, it's like Satan's shit in my mouth after eating hot stuff.
I don't know if I'm ready to getting, but I think I'm actually starting to sweat. From the first one that's making me sweat, almost. I think
It's bad.
I gotta take out.
Oh man.
You got chocolate milk there for you.
Okay. Give me your favorite Star Trek quote. To boldly go where we've gone a few times before.
Data says to Captain Picard says to Data after Data Data lost in a game of Stratageddon.
Oh yes, yes, I recall.
And what happened was he was afraid he'd make a mistake on the bridge. And the quote that Picard says to Data when Data is essentially sulking like Achilles in his tent, he says to Data, "You can make no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life." And that quote sticks to me to this day.
Yes, very good, Picard.
I think you can commit no error. No, you can commit no mistakes and still lose. It's not a weakness, Mr. Data. That is life.
EV Pez dispenser, got it for Christmas. I'm going for the grape because it's my favorite.
Oh,
Would you like lemon or cherry Pez?
Cherry sounds good.
Boom.
Thank you, man.
There we go. Figured since I was gonna crack into
Starting to wear off. He's starting to wear off.
Yeah, the hotness is coming down.
There's no shame in reaching for the chocolate milk at any point.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
especially
there's
when
no shame in you reaching for that chocolate milk, am I right? Let's see what the comment says. I want to see them sweat by Nikita. Garza says, or Tim says, Garza's funnier the more he sweats. I've tested it. Brittany, I love that, and you don't even have to think about it. Quotes ready to go. Climate change is happening at Garza HQ. Al Gore, yay! Bring us some milkshakes, member pig. Grape and orange are superior Pez flavors. Yes, Brittany, that's true. And this creepy Pez Sumerian guy, I think he means Samaritan, is delivering. I did not invent the first written language, but I did bring Pez to the party. Oh, fuck.
I still feel the spiciness of the bomb.
The Pez. It's Pez.
The bomb stays on your tongue.
Oh, my God. John Elway's shit. Or no, it was Tom Brady's from South Park.
Yep.
The Spice Menage. Or Melange. Which I don't know what that means. Fuck!
And you still feel it, don't you?
Oh yeah, man. That is.
Isn't that so insane? Like the bomb messes with you. I don't know. It's like
orally abused right now. Oh man.
I'm going through this Pez like crazy.
Oh, not chocolate milk before you. I'm gonna fucking push you.
Oh, I guess we could do a little bet. Whoever chocolate milks first. Okay, so what should the bet be if whoever chocolate milks first?
Oh man. Oh. Oh, that's bad. All right. Do you have a question for me?
Well,
Explode onto Garza's tongue.
my
He
question,
does that on his own. He doesn't need to lose a bet for that.
my question would be,
It looks so good.
oh, it's tempting.
Oh man, another napkin so I don't get my eye all peppery. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, it burns my eyeballs.
I know. What's the best video game you've played in the last 5 years?
Ooh, ball sack.
I don't want to go classics because
Okay.
everybody's gonna say.
Fair
Most
enough.
people would say like, oh, but
Well,
I want to say 5 years.
fair
I think
enough.
5 years is a good timeline.
Because
Roughly 5 years.
Even in the last 5 years, I've played my favorite of all time, which is Morrowind, but I'm not counting that one. Most favorite recent
It's
game,
come out in
and
the last
it is
5
a
years,
great
I should
fucking
say.
game.
It's kind of come out.
Sea of Stars. It plays homage to all of the old RPGs. It is Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger all rolled into one
Nice.
in a sexy, independent company delivered. It wasn't made by one of those big box companies. It's not an Ubisoft Activision. It's a couple guys playing in their basement making a great fucking game.
Is it a 2D game?
Yes.
Nice.
And I have 98%ed it. I'm still working on my platinum trophy, but Sea of Stars.
Sea of
is
Stars?
So fucking
Oh,
good.
dude, it's an RPG.
All consoles too. Yes, it's a JRPG.
Oh.
So Japanese style role.
And it's
yeah.
turn-based. Is it like turn-based?
Ooh, it has a little bit of action to it.
So it's very
So
active.
even though
Active style.
your turn is based on speed and stuff, when an opponent attacks you, if you press block at the right time, they do less damage, which isn't standard in an RPG. Normally, that's controlled just by dice or like roll of the numbers. So I like that Sea of Stars has an active gaming system.
Oh, yeah.
What about app games? Does Skip the Dishes count? I do play a weed farming game with my wife, Weed Inc. I believe I'm still winning right now. She could be ahead of me. We'll see. Like Randy from South Park, I started so I could beat my wife. Did we watch that episode together?
I don't think we have.
Oh God!
But which one is it? Which
I don't know. It's South Park.
No, but which episode? What's it called? What, like represent what's
it's about OnlyFans.
Oh, I've watched that, but that
Oh
sounds
God,
awesome.
we'll have to pop on Paramount. At
One of these
my
days.
house because I don't share passwords.
I do share passwords. I share my friends' passwords that they give to me. I share it with some skeezy people on the internet.
Very easy.
JK.
I am not the mayor, but one of our neighboring towns did have a guy our age as mayor. Mayor of Coquille was like 30 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The 30-year-old is mayor?
Yeah, 2 terms. Got reelected.
Oh my God! So maybe I can become the mayor of Coos Bay.
Not likely. We have industry and money here. You have to. Oh, sorry, you're a trust fund kid. Maybe.
I'm a trust fund kid. I'm a predict.
Don't move to Coos Bay,
I'm
man.
not.
We have been in an economic depression
Yeah.
for the last 40, 50 years.
You'll,
Since they deregulated our timber industry, we have been down.
I'm lucky because I work a remote from home job and I do DoorDash.
Pope of Coos Bay. I would vote for Garza for Pope of Coos
There
Bay.
is a Jewish church that's kind of in North Bend, so I'm gonna have to join them.
Do you mean synagogue?
Is that what it's called? I always claim to be Jewish, but I have no idea that's what they call
Oh
the
my
church.
gosh. I'm going to teach you how to play dreidel on another episode. My son taught me, and I will teach Mike. All right.
Shalom, dude. Oh my
are
God.
we ready for number 9?
We got through Devon. This
Fuck, we powered through. No chocolate milk. Dude, I'm proud of you.
I have chocolate milk a little bit.
Well, that was
But that was only just for sipping. That was just for sipping, but honestly, because I like chocolate.
Burn Garperio. All right, sure. Feel the burn. I think Joe Benetti's our mayor now.
Is he?
I don't fucking know. This is Alchemy Pepper. I remember this from last night. Watch over here.
641,000 Scovilles.
This one feels like you rolled your tongue on the inside of like a pepper shaker, like just the whole thing. It's so fucking bad.
Crazy, dude.
It is not good. It's Woo! I'm ready for this. I'm so much more ready for this than I was the bomb, though.
Mhm.
Like, just comparatively. Alchemy peppers.
Hold on.
Tell me what you got.
Hold on.
Excuse me. Tim, thank you for the active comments, by the way. This is a Seahawks playoff miss.
Oh yeah, we missed the playoffs. I think.
Oh,
because the Packers won, so we could have made the bet. So I think we did. I think we even lost. Did we lose? Hold on. There's only one way to find out. I'll put sauce in there.
It's in my heart.
Oh, I might be able to win fantasy football, and if I win fantasy football, you guys get $400. So
He does, not you guys. Oh, thank you, Brittany. You guys really handled the bomb like champs. I'm kind of disappointed. Wanted to see some crying.
Oh, I'm crying inside.
Put a little bit on the next napkin so he rubs his face. Get it all up in there. But then I'll get myself.
I hope he puts it on my dick.
Put it on your own dick. Throw the napkin.
This is probably the most. By the way, this is probably the most homoerotic show that claims to be straight on the internet. And yeah, this is how I roll. I'm not gay. Oh, now, so there's this quote on YouTube. It's from an NCIS show. One of the it's like it's the one with Ice Cube in it. And there's a scene where he arrests this guy, and the guy's like, "I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men." That's how I feel about this show. My show has relationships with women and sex with men.
Now, to me, Mike's show is more like, if you're familiar with the show Big Mouth, and one of the guys is talking to his basically hormone monster, and he calls him the puberty fairy, and he's like, "Hey, I ain't no fairy. I mean, I fuck with dudes, but I ain't no fairy." That's how this feels like.
Yeah. All right, you ready for this? Let's.
Oh God, this is easy.
See, we're almost to the last
This is
dab.
as red as my skin almost.
We're almost to the last dab.
Oh God, shadow possession, my butthole. Slightly better on chicken than it was on rice.
Oh, wait. The rice? I don't know what it is. It gets so crazy on rice. That's why sometimes putting hot sauce on rice is such a pain in the ass. Oh, I feel that a little bit.
Tim says it would have been cheaper for Brittany to buy a butt plug and pay you. To which Brittany replied, probably. And I bought a couple, and not really. $120 for the hot sauce set. Much cleaner and safer than me and Mike hanging out with a butt plug. So thank you. Yay! Thank you again, Brittany.
Brittany, I know you want to peg me one of these days. I love you, baby.
I want you to rock him like a hurricane.
I honestly, I will say this though, if my girl ever pegs me, which will probably happen one day, I'll probably.
She's already pegged you for many things, just not sexually.
She pegged me for a decent human being.
Oh,
no, just kidding. No, I think one of these days I'll get pegged. If I do get pegged, baby, make sure there's a lot of lube. I do. Astroglide, I think, would be pretty good lube. I think. Yeah, Astroglide would be pretty solid. Use Astroglide, sweetheart. I appreciate it. And then if you're gonna go with the strap on, bigger the better. Go. I want to be able
Get
to
him a trainer first.
We want to break me in slowly, so maybe we'll go with like a.
Dude, quiet. We have really gone off.
We'll go with an incher. So
we are off the rails here, eating Pez candy and super hot sauce. This is regrettable.
How are you feeling with the alchemy peppers right
now? Fuck. It lingers. It lingers a bit all around the mouth. Like the bomb was bad, but it was localized. Alchemy feels like a chemical burn, that is spreading around my mouth.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It is. You can feel it. I feel it still.
I bet you could polish metal with that. That is rough.
Yeah.
So we're nearing the end. We should probably have some really deep questions, but I've actually hit the bottom of my bucket for mine, so I'm gonna have to free ball a couple.
How about this? I'll ask some questions.
Okay.
I'll ask some questions here. I know you're struggling.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm good.
So
Bitch, I improv. I ain't.
I
don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Used to give a shit. Now I don't give a fuck.
If you
That's a quote by the deceased Martin Luther King Jr.
If you could bang any president, who would you bang?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Okay, so lots of you are gonna like this. Lots of you are gonna hate it.
All right.
Hate fuck Donald Trump because I could have done it better and I'm retarded.
Wait, hey, let's enhance this. Marry, fuck, kill.
Ooh.
We're gonna do a marry, fuck, kill.
I am married.
Oh, hold on. Oh, instead of kill, because legally I don't know if we can say that.
Yeah, that's.
How about marry, fuck,
erase,
or demote?
Retract, redact, something like that.
Demote. Yeah, we'll just demote.
Okay.
There we go. We'll marry,
remove.
fuck.
So either way,
Just
marry, fuck, and the
how
other
about
one.
this? Marry, fuck, dismiss.
You marry. Okay.
Dismiss. Yes.
Okay. So fuck. I'm gonna. Ooh. Now that really changes things.
Yeah.
I was gonna hate fuck Donald Trump, but since I had the other option, okay, I'm gonna marry Obama because he believes in social services almost as good as my boy Roosevelt. But and then, fuck. Okay, I am gonna go for Lincoln on because of the giganticism. The extra long, extra.
You could do
I don't know.
things with
Maybe it'd be interesting, you know.
Yeah, you could do
whatever game. This is really rough. And then, obviously, remove, disappear, whatever. I'm gonna go. DT. That's my vote.
All right. You got a question for me, or you want me to answer that question? I can do a marry.
Oh, of course you can. That's an easy one.
I love to.
Let's see. All right. Now, who do you feel most poorly represents Starfleet as a Starfleet officer?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
it Wesley Crusher, who sucks so bad that his mom's got to save him every week? Is it Lieutenant Barclay, whose holodeck addiction almost gets him removed from Starfleet?
He also saves the ship a couple times.
Oh, yes.
Who is definitely not as Starfleet as who is a poor representation of Starfleet? Who is he was on the no list? Like, get out of here.
Now, quick opposite to this, shout out to the old man living in my trailer up in my field. He would say the most important man at Starfleet is the gardener. Now, if you ever want to, you will ramble on for hours. Yes, about him.
I love Boothby.
Not surprised that you're on board with the name. I just wanted to derail while Mike thinks about who his least favorite Starfleet.
Boothby actually got even mentored Chakotay, by the way. There's an episode with Boothby and Chakotay, except for it's in Chakotay's mind.
Did they do it with a peace pipe?
That'd be awesome.
That would be great. Some stuff he grew in the Starfleet garden.
So I'm going to say the person who I think is the least Starfleet, believe it or not, Captain Sisko.
Yeah?
He actually, when times got really rough, really not just bent the rules, broke them. He brought the Romulans into the war, technically with the permission of Starfleet. So in a weird way, Starfleet is the least Starfleet of Starfleet. So anyway,
Sisko is definitely more people died because of his actions.
But he also is very Starfleet oriented, though. He cares so much about Starfleet. So it's like, the irony is he also kind of stomped on it a little bit by doing some of the things that he did. And there's so much irony to it. I guess that is the definition.
We're going into round 10.
Anyway,
last
I
dab.
love Cisco though. By the way, are we on the last one already?
We are.
I can't believe
The
that.
last
All right, let's look at the stats here.
Tell me about it. The Last Dab Apollo is the world's only hot sauce made with the Apollo pepper, the new hottest pepper from the Guinness World Record holding chili breeder Smokin' Eddie Curie. The Apollo pepper channels the sun's energy to bring new levels of flavor. I can't read anymore. And heat into the world of super hots. Now, I also know from watching the show that Mr. Ed Curry is the one who came up with the idea of the Last Dab. Also, I was watching the Elijah Wood one, and they mentioned that. So,
You ready for this?
Are you guys ready for this?
I don't know if I can ever be really truly ready for this, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't know if ready is. Really.
You could do whatever you feel is appropriate for your amount. I'll copy whatever amount you put on. It's up to you. Did you shake it up?
Will you?
Did you shake it
I
up?
think I did, but let's double check.
Double shake.
Did I shake?
Shake it.
Twice for your satisfaction. Ribbed for your pleasure. All right. So Mike says he'll match whatever I go for on this extra hot one. So let's see what.
Whoa. Are you serious?
There we go, TV land. Welcome to America, land of opulence and fucking chicken nuggets.
Can I see that? Whoa, dude.
Go to town.
All right. I want to make sure I'm matching you. I don't want to skimp on this. Dude, we're insane. You're fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this.
This is the last. Oh, you really are playing the game. Okay. Fuck, man. Shout out to NWA because today was a good day. Didn't have to use my AK.
Oh, where did you put the cap?
Oh man, this is gonna be bad.
Cap it, man.
Hold on. Let's do a little wipe first. Always maintain your bottle with good wiping. Always wipe your bottle. Very good.
I don't wipe my bottles very good.
Your build up. You wipe your bottle.
My balls know about building.
Oh my god. I'm trying to put that lid on. Nikita says, ooh, Tim says, feed each other the nuggets. I want some drama and romance. Nikita says, match made in heaven.
You ready for this?
You know what? I am fucking ready for this. Because we've been through some shit, Mike. Through a lot of good times, hard times, all the same.
It's been a long road, my brother.
What is your best? And I'm going to say this before we eat, and I want to give you some time to think about it while we eat. What is your best memory with me?
Okay.
It's a lot of fucking stuff.
Well,
oh, that's fucking poison. Oh my god, you could kill animals with that. Oh.
No shame in getting milk.
It tasted like jam at first. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Favorite memory with you would have to be.
He milked first, everyone. You saw it. I waited.
I had to.
Oh my fucking god. No, I almost went for the sneaky one and pretended to drink my milk to get you.
You had to. You have to go for milk on this one. This was too crazy.
God, that's fucking poison.
Mm.
Okay. Now I almost feel. Ow. I think we just gotta write it out. Oh, fuck. Because as it gets easier, it gets harder when it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's like you feel that relief for half a second.
Keep doing talking about that.
I'm just gonna write it through. I'm gonna let the burn burn because, like Winston Churchill said, when going through hell, the best thing to do is to keep going. Oh fuck. Ah. Whew. All things shall pass. Some are painful, like a kidney stone. Yes!
My favorite memory is when we're all hanging out at McDonald's.
Oh my god, man.
And we're all drinking and just
Speaking of Tuesday's most fucking wanted.
having just a good time and watching TV shows and doing hard work. Oh, that was in general.
Minors should not drink.
Making video, making fun
The
videos.
early days of YouTube.
Yep, beer cats.
Oh my god.
I'm struggling. I'm really struggling.
Oh yeah, this one is not settling down, people. This is fucking fire all the way from the devil's butthole.
I'm not even wiping my tongue down, dude. I'm just straight up drinking chalky milk.
Oh my god. Oh. This is good. This is good, people. This is number 10. Oh god. My favorite memory will always be this lady had a cat fall out of the back of her truck onto her own wheel, and she ran over the cat. She was paying so little fucking attention to the world around her, she didn't even fucking realize it. And in that animal's last moments, Mike ran over and picked it up so it didn't fucking feel alone in the world as it passed away. And thank God for that, because this is a good person right here, and I hope that people watching this channel can realize that he's not just a shallow trust fund kid giving economic advice. This is a human fucking being over here. He deserves some respect. I don't know how much, maybe a little.
Thank you, buddy.
There's nobody I would want to take on this terrible fucking challenge with other than Mike Garza.
That memory is a tough one for me, because that poor cat man said that was one of those situations. I need more milk. If you want more milk, man, I'll pour you some more.
I'll wait. I can wait.
But yeah, the last one though, that definitely needed milk. I felt like, because that was just way too crazy.
So you wanted drama, you wanted romance. I love this man over here. I would go to bat for him. I would fight somebody just because he said I needed to, and I'm relatively a pacifist. Because I know if Mike said it needed to fucking happen, it needed to happen. But that being said, thank you guys for taking time out of your busy nights to watch us abuse our bodies. And
a lot of abuse on the bodies, man. Oh, here you go.
More abuse to come tomorrow.
Yep.
When we poop this out, it's gonna be so bad.
Yeah. Oh.
So,
hey, cheers.
cheers. And here's to more exciting, fun episodes like this. I look forward to being a guest again on the Michael Garza show as it ever evolves.
Or devolves.
Or intelligent designs.
I may get more subscribers, but the evolution of this show may be going back to caveman times. Just saying.
Thank God for AI, because one day it'll take Mike's job and we'll finally be free.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sucking dick for Bitcoin.
This is better than the time Sean Kingston started a shorty fire on the dance floor.
Let's see what these numbers really like here. Yeah, barrel that milk.
You have been very popular. Well played. Once again, shout outs to Talahasha. All my guys still playing Naruto online. I love you guys, even though you're into something that died years ago. We still play, you know. Shout out to my wife. She is awesome. Thank you for letting me be here. My kids making me who I am today, helping me be a better me. Mike's girlfriend Brittany for the amazing, terrible terrible person you are, Brittany. You are a bad person. I
No, you're the
regret
best, baby.
birthday joints.
You
I want those back. Bad
Demands a
Brittany.
refund.
I want to talk to your manager.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. You're awesome. Thank you for helping us do this.
Karen Billy has been unleashed. Karen.
Signing off. This has been Whitey.
Oh, we're done?
The 8th Hokage.
We're done? Oh, we can still have a post game. We can just have a chit chat in front of the camera.
Okay. Well, I'm stepping out for a cigarette.
Oh, he's stepping out. I'll read some of the comments while my boy's stepping out. I think the post game shows in order. I'll give you a moment. You just you got any habbies?
Not at the moment. I will in half a cigarette.
Well, if you get a habby, I'll definitely have a habby from you. Once you get to it. Hey, dude, good job, man. You technically won because you I got to the chocolate milk first, so you won.
Fuck.
So let's see. Okay, first off, I'm gonna lower the volume on this because if I'm too close, people will. There we go. Okay.
That just proves that Naruto is more manly than One Piece.
Brittany had some angry emojis. Let's see. I'm gonna put these angry devil emojis, and then Nikita put a nicely done emojis. It looks like Tim Smith said this is hotter than the time Sean Keekston started a shorty fire on the dance floor.
Excuse me.
And Brittany
Fire
put
in the hole.
Oh, he just farted.
Oh yeah, and it's not done. Thank you for the cheese, sweetie. Oh,
so I figure for everybody who commented, I want to highlight some of the comments in the video, give some shout outs.
That's awesome.
That's why I'm doing this real quick. So this is for the pegging part. Brittany said, nope, you're going to take it dry. Have you seen the show? You can just honestly, if it's raining out there, if it's raining, you can honestly just stand on the.
Is it like Dr. House?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. And then Tim Smith says Biden 2024. Peg Joe. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm about that problem solving life. Brittany says, you're so right, Tim. Solid financial advice. Brittany wouldn't have been easier to just pay Garza instead of buying all these sauces. Well, honestly, I think it would probably feel better to get pegged because, dude, the explosive shits I'm gonna have are really not gonna be worth it afterwards. So it might be better just to get pegged. I'm not into spices anymore.
Oh my God, that was so rough.
We won by 1 point. Oh, we did? Seahawks won, but we also lost because that's right. I'm going from the latest to the oldest.
We all lost.
You guys really handled the bomb like champs. I'm kind of disappointed. Wanted to see some crying. I think we did. I'm surprised I didn't sweat that much.
I am in serious pain right now. It may not look like it, but yes, I am hurt.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. But damn, this fucking.
I'm surprised I don't feel scathed. Like I feel red in the face, but first off, I eat a lot of hot. I have put hot sauce in everything. So, and I think it's also because I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. But
I'm proud that
don't you know? I'm proud too, man.
Hashtag pride flag emoji. Is that what that's for?
Tim Smith said this is a Seahawks playoff miss suicide stream. Okay. And Carpio. Let's see. Garza is too good for mayor. Oh, that's right. Pope of Coos Bay. Let's see. Grape and orange are the superior pet. Grape and orange are the superior pet. Kind of doing a replay of a lot of the good shit that happened with the comments. Let's see. Nikita said, I want to see them sweat and soak that nugget. That's another one.
Herbal Choices is the place to buy if you want your weed to get high. Herbal Choices.
What he said. Herbal Choices. I
stole the Roto-Rooter song for that.
Yeah, copyright. Copyright claim, bro. We're going to get kicked off YouTube.
This is so hot. This is freaking great. Doing awesome, guys. This is
Oh,
what
abusive.
get all dads. Oh, this is great. All right, and then at the very beginning, I put "What up, hose? My ass will burn," and then sounds good. Can hear you all clearly. Yep, cool. All right, so that's the highlights. So, what have we learned today, folks? We've learned that the mouth and the ass are kind of fragile sometimes. They can handle a lot. You know, they can handle a hot load of cum. Then they can't. That happens.
Oh my
Do you
God.
think if you ate enough spices that it would eventually make your... That's a stupid question.
Yes.
Your cum spicy? Would your cum get spicy?
I mean, you can get all sorts of things that will affect the way your bodily fluids will taste. Smoking cigarettes, for instance, can affect the way your cum tastes.
Oh, shit.
Um,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I gotta make my cum smell good. that's the ultimate thing, is to make your jizz smell good. I want mine to smell like flowers. You guys wish me luck on fantasy football, because I got $400 on the line. I mean, I'm not going to lose $400, but I got.
What was your buy-in for that?
Hand me my phone.
Here, let me drop some hot sauce.
No.
on it first.
Let me check my fantasy here. If you guys got any questions, though, feel free to put in the comments. I see there's 3 people viewing. More than happy to. Let me lower the volume a little bit. But yeah, more than happy to answer any of your questions, your concerns. If you have any lawsuits that you want to file against the show, talk to my AI lawyer. It's AI@pornhub.com. And that's about it. So have fun with my lawyer, my AI lawyer, who doesn't exist. But if he does exist, it's AI. I would, dude, if given the opportunity, I'd rather have an AI lawyer and then just bring a computer into the courtroom. That's what I would do. And just be like, here, talk to my chat GPT lawyer.
Oh, are there new comments?
It says eat, Nikita says eat pineapple.
You know, I actually heard that from an old rabbit lady one time, that it can affect the way. But that was actually, she was talking to a group of girls. I don't know how relatable it's on the other end.
Oh, I mean,
The thing
I guess
you remember from childhood.
I guess if it makes your pussy smell good, it probably makes your jizz smell good. I don't know.
Wet ass penis. Wet ass penis.
Ain't nothing gonna make my
It's
penis
that
smell
wop.
good. My penis,
Wop, wop,
oh my God, wet ass pussy, wet ass pussy. I got that wet ass pussy ready to go.
Shout out to the original Hot Ones guy, Sean something or other.
Oh yeah, the Sean. I don't know his last name,
I
but
feel like a dick.
So- let's see here. You got, let's see, and then Tim Smith is saying Pez Samurai needs a weekly segment.
I will definitely consider coming by for a weekly segment if it gets viewers and or comment. I enjoyed this, and we have lots of other topics we can cover.
My man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Trying to think.
As a longtime fan of the show, how would you say this stacked up to some of the other Garza productions? Thank you.
Here, actually, we can get both of us.
Oh, well, I smoke. I'm a smoker.
Oh, wait, I don't know if we can show people smoking cigs on YouTube. I don't know
It's
that.
a fake one. It's a Hollywood.
Yeah,
cigarette.
it's a Hollywood. How much do you have left of that?
Enough for Garza.
Can I'll let Billy.
Only the-
It's like a reality show where they like speak to the camera about their experiences.
This is my talking head moment.
Help me.
Sometimes I don't feel like Mike listens to me creatively. I feel like I'm just here. And no, that's not true at all. He gives me 100% freedom to be myself. And he never.
Build my tits.
I love that. I love that. It's hard to explain, but I could actually smell this episode. 9 out of 10. Love it. Would smell again.
Honestly, though, man, those spices are really.
Oh, they were good. A lot of those. So, from what I've watched of the show, I kind of expected this to be really, really fucking bad.
This actually went better than I thought it would, to be honest.
It was bad, and it was really fucking bad. But it wasn't really fucking bad. Like, you know, some of the worst pains that I've gone through, I've walked on a broken foot for several days because I'm too dumb to go to a doctor when my foot gets all swollen up and purple to like 3 times its size. I have a missing toenail, and I rolled a 200-pound wheelbarrow over that fresh wound. And I almost whited out on that one. And some of these sauces, they were painful, but they weren't that painful. Like, they were a good kick in the balls painful. Yeah, that's about where I'd put it. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, that burp was dirty. Can you taste that? All the sweaty ball talk. Yeah, we have all the sweaty ball talk of Howard Stern and none of the commercialism. It's mostly because nobody would sponsor. This episode helped me realize I actually like balls. Who knew? Well, Tim, I mean, I watched a couple of your other videos with Mike. I'm not gonna, throw out pejorative slang or anything like that, but dip your sauce where you like the nugget. Yeah. Different flavors for everybody. Like, there's someone out there, I don't know who the fuck you are, but they like licorice ice cream. They're disgusting. There are people like that in this world, and we don't drag them into the streets and flog them. We should do that. It should be a job at every Safeway and Walmart. Somebody buys licorice ice cream, we beat them to death. But that's my opinion. Different strokes for different folks. Everyone has their own favorites.
Oh no, you stay here. You stay here.
Oh God.
You gotta sit. It's the casting couch right here. This is the
Captain's log. Start date. Fuck, I forgot what day it is. We got into the Romulan ale. Licorice ice cream is the illegal immigrant of dessert choices. Nice comment, Tim. I would say that Froyo is probably the illegal immigrant of but I mean, if we're getting down to it, all governments are fake. They're just a religion. So that being said, every government line is fake. It's just a religion that we happen to believe in. So the idea that immigration is legal or illegal is a religious belief. Now, and by that standard, expecting everyone to have the same idea of what is an illegal immigrant. Like, I consider Mike an illegal immigrant because he's so fucking white. But that's just me. Like, oh, my wife says twerk that wop. You got that. It means white ass pussy in your case. I am censoring him with the chair. I was trying to show you, but I'm just extra classy. Stay classy, Goose Bay and Canada. Ow! Kick hard. Canada's big. Let's see. Am I supposed to say anything else? I'm signing out.
Hey, whatever you want to say, man. Anything you want to say, anything comes to your mind.
Garza identifies as a white Mexican. Deal with it, Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner is a silver medal athlete and therefore deserves a silver medal. I'm not high enough for this. Thank you, TV Land. And I hope my kids never see this.
Oh, they will.
They will.
If they go on YouTube Kids, they'll definitely see this.
I actually was going to sync this up to an episode of Dora the Explorer for my son to learn about why to not put things in your mouth.
God, I hope your kids don't go too far on the internet, because if they go too far on the internet,
they're going to be Tim Smith. I'm calling the Coos Bay Fire Department in 30 seconds if y'all don't get it together. They are very close, actually. Or wait. I know the police department's close. Where's the fire? Oh, yeah, they're
fire department's pretty close. Yeah, fire department, police department. Yeah.
I did some AA meetings there. It's a good, and not at the fire department, at the church next to it. It was a cool one. A little overly religious, but it was cool.
That's the one. Actually, that's the irony. Is I went to that one, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I had the alcohol problem for a bit.
I liked the food.
They
had a potluck.
Yeah, they had neat little potlucks though.
If you're a drunk in Coos Bay and you want to talk about maybe not being a drunk, it's a really great circle to get involved in. They're super accepting. And
really
they
nice people.
have a separate meeting for men and women, like at the same time. So you're like, if you go with your significant other and you're like, I have problems. God damn it. We were not meth arrested. 2003 story of the year. By
If you want to feature any of them, just click on it and then, like, that'll feature it. Yep.
That's classy. That's good.
It's hot.
Damn, Tim,
Dude, Tim might be the best commenter on dude. Out of all the people who's got the wittiest, he just throws some shit, dude. I love it.
if newspaper wasn't a dead medium, I would love for Tim to write an article in our local paper.
Absolutely. Tim, if you ever just like wrote anything you wanted me to do creepy narrations to it, I would gladly. I could. You know what I could do is I could do a compilation of all of Tim's comments and just read it. Like I could just copy paste it, print it out, and just read it in a.
You could read it to the tune of almost James Blunt songs.
Oh yeah. Like for instance, let's see.
2023 Coos Bay story of the year. Pipe bomb meth arrest.
I don't know if we want to say that part.
2024. Yeah, little James Blunt. All right. Thank you guys.
I love Bud Light.
Please sponsor Mike Bud Light. He needs it. We had a message asking Bud Light to sponsor you, and I included an AA. I think we covered all the bases.
Why is my chair wet? No, just kidding. No, just kidding. It's not wet. If it was wet, it was probably because of me.
It's just excited to see.
Lots of anal leakage on my end.
Oh, there's gonna be tomorrow.
Dude, for without a doubt.
Fire in the hole.
So, what did you guys think of this episode?
And give us some ideas for future episodes.
Yeah, if you guys ever have any ideas, sometimes I get writer's cock, and that's where like I usually put ink at the tip of my dick, and I start writing out with an erection on the paper, and I try to draw it with my penis, and then I kind of channel that experience, and I feel good about it.
When what he really wants is writer's cuck, where he finds out what his fans want, and then he gives it to them submissively.
You know what? I realized I'm kind of a simp. Like, okay, so check this out. I'm like an OnlyFans model, but I'm super like G-rated.
An OnlyFans model that doesn't charge and is G-rated.
Yeah, I'm a free OnlyFans model. So Tim Smith also said, "You are the reason Boogie 2988 is bankrupt." Now he's another YouTuber that is just he's the new generation is here. And then Nikita says, "All the ball sweat." There's a lot of it.
I guess that could be a talk about another episode. Ball sweat. That is a full 30-minute segment worth of talking, Tim. I know you know what we're talking about. Everybody that's got balls and thighs.
Tim is trans. No, I'm just kidding.
balls.
Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But well, Tim says, actually, how do you say your wife's last name? Settlemeyer. I am so terrible with pronouncing things. Like it's if it's a last name, not gonna lie, that's like more than like 9 letters or more, or even 8. Like I really am the worst at pronouncing last names. Like I butcher last names more than anything. But yeah, I can't handle this thirst trap.
Spanish.
Down. It's so irony is I am Mexican, but I can't. I don't know any fucking Spanish words.
Shout out to Mr. Brown, my Spanish teacher, for helping me to be able to.
Was his name really Mr. Brown? That's awesome.
Yeah, he was super polite, and the funny thing is, he had us call him Mr. Cafe.
That's awesome. What a stud. Down here, let's see, you'll get through this. Okay. Let's see. This is great.
Glad to have an active comment thread.
This is a good, yeah, it's a great active comment thread. I feel like the level of involvement's beautiful. It's a work of art. By the way, all of you guys need to realize that this is going to be YouTube short material. I'm going to be having my AI.
That stands for artificial inseminator.
That's an awesome concept. That's a real concept, but like
20 years ago, that's what it meant.
oh, artificial insemination. Yes.
Yeah.
It-
Oh man. Welcome to the future, Mike. AI means computers instead of jizz.
So what would happen if I like went to an artificial insemination like hospital or whatever and just said, "Hey, I want to be artificially inseminated in my ass." Like, would they actually take a turkey baster and like put that cum in my ass?
Oh, what's the universal nature of that? Well,
Yeah.
Would they take an egg and a turkey baster? No, it wouldn't be able to bond to your rectum.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. This is getting disgusting. And then Nikita says, I'll just sit and watch. It's fine. Let's see. You hear that? Nikita, he's gonna edit this stream and realize
Maximum
and release it
amount
in
of balls.
segments so you can get the maximum amount of balls. This is fun. I like
She actually uses a cheat code called marriage. She's got both of my balls right now, even though I'm here several miles away.
that's
There's
smart.
power.
That's smart as hell.
It's her ball control jutsu. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. It's a secret jutsu. Thank you.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
By the way, I'm trying to learn a Nickelback song too.
All
You
the
wanna
balls
hear it?
what? Oh, he just farted him.
That's how you remind me of who I really am.
Oh, get away from me. Just get that ass away from me, man. Oh, Jesus. We're going to do social distancing at this point. I wasn't a big fan of social distancing until now.
Look, Mike doesn't have COVID. He can smell my fart.
Yeah. It's funny, man. Like I have pretty sure I've gotten COVID. I'm pretty sure I've gotten COVID a million times over.
For sure, I just got over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think
Again.
I know for a fact I've gotten it a million times because
Ched's balls. Don't tell
Honey
Honey
Boo
Boo
Boo.
Boo. She doesn't have balls. Does she?
No, maybe.
You know, let's be progressive. It's a new world.
A new world
A
order.
whole new world.
Order. Add order to it. I want to be a globalist because I'm a cyst upon society's whole.
Were you ever a pro wrestling fan?
Oh, I love WWE.
Okay, good. I'm getting some comment ideas for our next one. What kind of terrible shenanigans? Oh shit! I smoked that.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. Make sure you smoke that out.
And he caught me on camera, too.
It's fine. It's fine. Is that just the vape?
It's a weed one.
Oh yeah. Try to smoke it out anyway. Yeah. That's okay. Hey, everybody makes a party foul every once in a while. No big deal. There's a strict rules around this place when it comes to that sort of stuff, but outside's always fair game.
Oh man, that is my first.
We know who really has the bigger wiener. Oh man, that's funny. I think most women have a bigger wiener than I do. Like I assume that most women have like super giant like clit dongs and shit. Like, and then I'm just left with my little. I look at a jar of Tic Tacs and I get jealous.
I have shrimp envy.
I do get jealous of little of Tic Tacs though. I'm like, get that away from me.
Oh man,
Hey,
those
try-
pads were so good. I'm glad I worked those out when I did. It was so-
Nikita also says, "Suck my dick in this new world."
New World Order.
New world order. It's a new world order, and I'm the one who supervises all the changes. My name is Michael Trump. I'm a trust fund kid who likes One Piece. And when I'm watching One Piece, I also sometimes have my Ichigo Sanpakuto sword.
Oh.
And I sometimes like to pretend like I could do Bankai because I also ate the devil fruit, which happens to be pomegranate. You can't convince me otherwise because I could stretch, except for my dong. My arms can stretch. Do you see that? Look at how far it went. That's pretty good. It's pretty goddamn good. This is, do you guys want to hear my Robert Downey Jr. impression? This is Robert. This is Robert. This is Robert Downey Jr. My best friend Jarvis, who is also an artificial intelligence, he's way better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT can suck a dick compared to Jarvis. Jarvis is elite. I programmed him to obey me, and he's like Alfred, but doesn't have any.
You lack the
but way better
natural suave that Robert Downey Jr. has. Like Robert Downey Jr. has the kind of suave that only a homeless man can have.
Hey, RDJ, I will admit my RDJ impression's terrible.
He's got like Mick Jagger swagger. Or
He
like
does.
Johnny Depp.
I want to bang. I want to bang Robert Downey Jr. I love RDJ.
Jarvis, I'm better than you.
Okay,
I'll
no,
always be
hold
better
on.
than you.
If you listen, I think the problem is nobody realizes how nerdy RDJ sounds in Iron Man because he's so sexy. I call it the sexy override.
I was
So-
talking about Charlie Bartlett.
Oh, Charlie Bartlett. Okay.
That's a nut.
But I don't think people realize that this is kind of how Robert Downey Jr. talks when he's in Iron Man form. He's just kind of, hey, Jarvis, do this. Jarvis, do that. Hey, Avengers, you can suck my dick. You got a Hulk, whatever. I got Iron Man suits. Let's see. Tim says Nikita speaks like the Iron Sheik, doing crack in German beer at 3 a.m. Deal with it, Kuzbay. I don't know exactly what Tim means, but
Crack in German beer sounds like a really interesting sort of fusion band.
a fusion band. Oh my god.
Hey guys, we're cracking German beer. Und, nice. Inside, 99 red balloons, and we're gonna fuck them all. And we say it in a hurry. Come on, Mike, let's do the scurry. If you are a dirty furry, come and dance with me in a hurry.
What is going on? I love it. We're all living in America. I'm trying to do channeling my inner Rammstein. All I can think of right now is just
Mickey Mouse.
oh yes. Oh man. Dude, I love Rammstein. Rammstein is actually probably, even though I don't understand what they're saying half the time, because it's all in German. But they just have a great sound to them, and God, I love Rammstein.
It's actually the only song they do in English, I'm pretty sure, is American.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nikita says the bigger the clit, the bigger the orgasm. Nice.
Did you know that baby boys are made when the woman orgasms during conception?
Which oh my god. That took me, oh my god.
Tim, I wish you all the best of luck on your future daughters.
No, I think Tim's hung. I'm supposed to take a guess and say Tim's got I think Tim's pretty hung. Tim, even if you're lacking, it's all right. I'm lacking too, man. 2 inches. 2 inches. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just 2 inches, and that's how I roll.
It's 2 inches by 2 inches.
The butane, let's see, there's a butane hash oil of YouTube chat sections. No, I'm solventless hash. I'm that top shelf. It's funny shit, man.
Oh shit.
I would say I am shoddy weed with lots of seeds in it.
You're STEMmy Mexican.
I'm STEMmy.
STEMmy
I think I actually
Mexican.
had a little hot sauce still on my finger, and I got a little bit in my eye, so it's like stinging right now. It's rubbing my eye a little bit. I'm like, oh boy.
You got that stink eye.
Ugh.
He's gonna get that pink eye.
Ugh.
Oh shit, his Sharingan awakened.
Yeah, it's gonna, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna be able to like see every move. I'm gonna be able to
you'll
like.
know all my moves before I even do them, and you'll be prepared for my questions next time.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep bringing left ball fucking wingers. Yeah, how'd you feel about some of those? I did some good deep cuts in there.
Those were yeah, I had to think about a few of those. It's tough when you're like getting to those really hot sauces because you can't think it. Oh,
Fucking, we were on number 8, and my question for you was Star Trek quote favorite.
I was trying to get it out too. Yeah, and I was like, I was struggling to get it out, man. But yeah, no, like, yeah, it's good shit. Do you guys want to hear me sing a song real quick? I gotta look at the lyrics. Hold on. Do you guys want to hear what song do you want to hear me mouth off real fast? Let's gotta look at the lyrics.
What song do you want to hear Mike butcher?
How about this? Song lyrics. I need the lyrics though. I need the full fucking lyrics, or else I can't do this shit. This thing right here is letting all the ladies know what guys talk about. You know, the finer things in life. Haha. Check it out. Oh, that dress so scandalous. And you know another N-word couldn't handle it. So you shaking that thing like who's the ish? With that look in your eyes. So devilish. You like to dance all the hip-hop spots. And you cruise to cruise. Like connect the dots. Not just urban. She liked the pop. Because she was living La Vida Loca. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? In the butt. Baby, move your butt. What a words. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? All night long. Let me see that thong. Yeah. Girl, I know you want to see that. No. See that thong. I like when the beat goes. Baby, make your booty go. She used to call me on the cell phone. Oh, man. All right. So I feel like, let's see, some legit opera. Get deep. Cool. I could do some opera. I could do Klingon opera. You guys want to hear Klingon
opera?
I don't know. I don't know any Klingon opera.
You don't? Oh, jeez. I'm surprised by that you don't know any Klingon opera.
I know that Klingon has been turned into a language. Thank God.
Oh yeah, they've translated that whole motherfucker.
Dude.
You know, no cure for cancer, but we got a language for Klingon.
Got the Klingon language, the most useless thing. Hey, you never know. Maybe the Klingons are. Maybe there's an entire race that speaks Klingon. I do. Am I a virgin?
Anything for love, I'd run right into hell and back.
It's good.
I would do anything for love. I'll never lie to you, and that's a fact. Oh, but I'll never forget the way you feel right now. Oh, no, no way. And I will do anything for love. Oh, I will do anything for love.
I'm loving this. Oh, my God.
But I won't do that.
That's so passionate.
No, I won't do that.
And what is it that you wouldn't do?
What wouldn't Meatloaf do for love? That's a good question.
I have the chat. I have the chat logs right here.
Oh, okay. Do you really want to know? Because later in about verse 4, Meatloaf says, "But I'll never forgive myself if we don't go all the way tonight."
Oh.
So basically, the verse before,
but he won't back away. He's like, we gotta bang, or we're not. If we don't bang, that's actually kind of so. So the I won't do that part is him saying I won't walk away. We bang it. Oh my God, we just unlocked a mystery to a Meatloaf song, which I don't know. Is that like
it
what
doesn't
if she
seem deep at that point.
So what if she says no? Like that's the question. I'm just asking the questions.
Some days I pray for silence.
Nikita says also that was she said that's my favorite song in middle school. She did omit it by saying JK, but I'm not going to include that.
Yeah.
Thong Song is a great song, by the way. So it should
It's
be
awesome.
it should be everybody's like number one
What
song.
was your favorite middle school song?
Ooh, that's tricky. The Darkness came out when I was in freshman year of high school.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say that's so. So as far as middle school goes, though, when I was in middle school, what was I even listening to? I know I was listening to a little bit of emo. I think I liked All American Rejects quite a bit. They're a pretty good band. Yeah, I liked All American Rejects.
That wasn't a joke about All American Rejects. I just had to fart, but really it was well timed.
No, it was very well timed. By the way. You guys probably couldn't hear the fart, but I unfortunately heard it. And Simple Plan. Oh yeah, I forgot about Simple Plan. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid. I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares because I'm alone in the world is having more fun than
How
me.
good was that movie?
Tonight.
DJ Walls.
The new kid?
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a little older.
which one is that? Are you talking about the new guy?
Deschanel is in it.
Are you talking about the new guy?
Maybe. I thought it was the new kid.
Is it with the skinny guy that like with the crazy eyes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
DJ Walls.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Deschanel. He
Okay.
goes to a new school.
It's a good. That's okay. I remember that movie. Yeah.
His like band plays at the old school, and they're like, "Oh, you're not cool, fucking loser." They're like, "We love him anyway." Because Disney.
Such a good freaking movie. That's a
It
classic. I still think the greatest teen movie of all time is Not Another Teen
Oh, that is
Movie.
great.
That's like the upper. It's so funny because it makes fun of all those movies, but it's so spot on about everything.
Like early 2000s
Oh, man.
and 90s had their parody game on.
Dude, parody sadly got worse. They didn't have the same zing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think all the good parody writers moved up in the world. And then all these shitty ones that came up and coming are like, we'll see what you guys got. Fuck it. We'll green light it. We got nothing else going on.
We got nothing going on.
Let's see. Who here thinks the random extension cords in Garza's background will start a design trend?
First of all, it's not starting a design trend. Poverty is a well-known decoration trend around Coos County.
First off, I'm gonna say this right now. I live by the motto. I live by this motto very well. Act broke,
Shit, lawsuit.
but never be poor. You didn't see that.
Boarded. I'm like a tuna, a polarized tuna. No, nobody's buying it. Ah, bastards! I was gonna sue him for his trust fund.
He did say tuna though. I'm pretty hungry.
How can you be fucking hungry after all those nuggets?
I felt good.
I just want to die.
Honestly, like I feel like I thought I would handle that poorer than I did.
Oh man,
I really
expected that
did.
to be a lot worse.
But like I felt like we both handled it pretty good. I think that last one though was really a pain in the ass. Like I actually did struggle on
10
that
and
one.
8 were hard.
I was just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, why? How'd I get here? Like,
I definitely honor the guy who calls it a flavor symphony. It's an up and down sort of like, hoo-ha.
Lots of ups and downs for sure. Let's see. What's Tim Smith saying? You got to admit, Garza has one of the cheerier looking predator kidnapping dungeons in the Pacific.
Why don't you have a seat right over here, Tim? We saved a seat just for you. I got the transcripts.
That comment that's gold. That deserves comment of the year though. Cheerier looking predator. It does kind of look like it does look like a kidnapping dungeon.
And he picks the whole Pacific Northwest, which is really a bad area for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess as far. I mean, if you're gonna get captured, at least get captured here. I guess is if you're looking on the optimistic side of things.
it's white, so he'd have to lay down a lot of plastic before he did anything.
Yeah.
But he has really nice business cards. Boom.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
I want to see Paul Allen's card. He just went to the bathroom. Smart man. Truth be told, whoever shits first is the one who loses the competition. Nah. I'm surprised I honestly made it through. I made it through. I feel so good. Pez Samurai is an animal. Nope. Should be able to find out tonight. Hey, let's see what my fantasy football is looking like. $400, you guys. I might be able to win $400 to make me holla. Okay. Hold on. Ooh. So I think I'm going to win still, hopefully. I'm still ahead by 23 points. He has a quarterback still remaining. Quarterback only has 7 points so far. And it's almost Miami Dolphins. They have been they've been an offensive juggernaut. So there's still a chance that Tua could go cray-cray, but Buffalo's got a great defense. So yeah, there's still a good chance I'm gonna win this game.
Oh, that was good. Oh, there was number 10 on that plate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought I was just rubbing it in my number 1 stand.
Oh, did you put it in the
Oh my god, that's hot.
Hey, there's chocolate milk still. Hey, that chalky milk, bro. Torturing yourself. He accidentally did number 10 again. He had some number 10 on his plate, but
Oh man. Like number 1 was so good. I wanted to go for it.
yeah, number 1's really pleasant. It's just a very tasteful sauce. It doesn't make you go crazy.
Can I use your Jurassic Park mug?
Yeah, go for it, man. Let's see. All right, so let's see.
Oh god, that's hot. It's like
Okay. All right. So, are you watching some of it down?
no, do you have a hot on your sink? Which way is hot? Left or right?
To the left.
Okay. I was going to the right at first, but
Yeah, cold is to the right, hottest to the left.
hey, I have the frying pan that goes with your pans over here.
Oh, the red copper?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the red copper pan too. I love it. I also got the blue diamond, dude. I got all those as seen on TV once. It's crazy.
Are you sure this isn't heating up?
Really?
Oh, I guess it is now. Okay.
It takes a second.
God damn, you're in town. You shouldn't have fucking water this slow.
Well, our hot water heater here sucks. it's okay.
Is it a shared one between the units?
I think I have my own, but I've never seen it because it's in that room next door. So I think all of our hot water heaters, if I remember correctly, and how it's laid out, are all in one single location. So like, if there is something wrong with the water, or at least the hot water, I'd have to like talk to the property management, be like, "Hey, can't get any hot water."
Instant coffee, yo.
You got instant coffee?
Fuck yeah.
Wait, do you just pour it in?
Boop. Oh,
No
that was
shit.
a little more than I meant to, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, see,
that's badass.
and then you stir it up and it's coffee.
How did I not know instant coffee was a thing?
It's the way to go. Well, no, it's actually really rough, dark, and acidic.
Mhm.
But when you don't have time or the like facilities to,
I guess that could come in handy on the road. Yeah, if you're on the road, man, that's really handy.
or if you don't want to run a coffee pot early in the morning because you're trying to keep.
Dude, I could have easily made you some coffee out of my coffee pots on the way.
That would have been fine. But yeah. So let's see what Tim said here on this last part. I think Tim's still rocking the.
If you haven't cleaned coffee off a knife with your mouth, you should give it a shot.
Well, I don't think I've tried it that way. I'm not that brave. Garza's place is where stray particles from
certain collider and transfer to another dimension. You know what? Black
awesome.
matter matters. Take that. Did you know?
Dark matter matters.
Did you know
oh my god!
that we were studying antimatter particles in the 40s?
Yeah. I know that was because the concept had existed. I think the concept was first postulated back in like the early 1900s. Like I think the whole idea of antimatter in itself, antiparticles, because really all an antiparticle is just something that behaves the exact opposite of what it would be like. For instance,
we weren't able to observe them until we began nuclear testing for fission, fusion, and
well, it's easy to do once you have. Well, it's not easy to do, but it's easier to do when you understand how it works.
It's easy to do. It's just nuclear physics.
Well, I mean, okay, so the implementation of it is really tough because on a scale, like on the quantum scale, that's a pain in the ass. Because you're basically for fission reactions, all you're doing. Well, I should not say all you're doing because it still is a tough process. But what you're doing is you're just, if I'm remembering correctly, you're just shooting a neutron. You're shooting neutrons at the nucleus of an atom, and it's usually uranium because it's really unstable to begin with as an unstable nucleus. So it's the easiest one to.
It's actually quite the opposite. Because it is such a stable molecule, we are able to abuse it to the point where it releases a great deal of energy when we explode the shit out of it. Whereas like hydrogen is easy to blow up because it's small and simple. Uranium is very strongly bonded between its valence levels.
Well, I thought,
but it is active.
That's the thing, though, because I thought the nucleus is barely holding all of those together. Because a nucleus having to hold all those damn
your
protons.
Electrons are free. You have a large number of free electrons with uranium. Mm-hmm. That's why you see the variance between U-238, U-237, U-230. Mm-hmm. But as far as elements go, it's one of the more stable ones for how long its half-life is.
Well, you can
naturally occurring uranium is a very stable element. What we do to it changes the way it behaves. Uranium mm-hmm. would never do what we do to it. And that's how we came up with plutonium. It was a byproduct of that.
That's wild.
Then becomes the hydrogen bomb.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, I will admit it's been a while since I've even studied any of it. So like I remember some of my knowledge is super iffy. Just trying to remember at least based off some of it, but that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like it sucks. It sucks that it was used as something to harm people. It's sad. Something that could technically be used to help millions of people if done right, can also be used to harm millions of people if done wrong.
Oh, this is why Naruto is the best anime of all time. Boss Jirobo gives a knife to a homeless child after the child attacks him. And he says, the knife was first invented as a tool to help man, not to hurt him. And like, that's a huge thing to think about, because when we look at a knife, we think primarily a weapon, but this was a tool to increase survivability, not decrease it. And we've completely abused that. It was a hammer and we made it a war hammer. It was a hatchet and we made it a war axe. It was the knife's original intended purpose was to help us do tasks that our hands
just like dynamite, like dynamite. And then it ended up being it's such a crazy thing to think about. It's just nothing in itself is inherently good or bad. It just depends
It's
on
how we use it.
depends on how you use it and who. It depends on who is using it that ends up making it good or
We
bad.
see that a lot with the politics surrounding dams these days. Who they benefit and who they harm, what they do as a local issue versus a global issue. We're seeing a lot more of that in world politics. You know, especially around here, dams make up a big part of what we do with hydroelectric on the Columbia, the 4 in the Klamath that are being removed this year.
Oh man,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah, man.
See, let's go to another Tim comment. We might end the stream here in just a few moments. I know we've been going on for a while, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Jesus, I know this man's got to go home at some point. Let's see. My antimatter used to send me Nutella at Christmas. I think she was Belgian or something weird. That's Tim, man. You're just killing me today, man. Tim's like a mixture. It's a mixture of dad jokes and like and just good humor. Like he's just good, dude. He combines the best of comedy and puts it all into one single sexy little packet, man. I love it.
I appreciate it.
Oh, dude.
Active folk are important.
I feel like the thing about Tim, man, I love about him is he's just so he'd be a good roaster.
Yeah.
Like he'd be a good, like, you know, those like Comedy Central roasts that they do. Oh man, I would love to see Tim roast me one of these days.
I do love the Comedy Central.
Like I feel like he's got those roasts down to a science, man. He's got it. Be like the roast of David Hasselhoff. Like I'd be the Hoff. I think I'm the Hoff, but I'm really lying. I love you, David Hasselhoff. You're the man.
Justin Bieber's roast was pretty good.
Dude, J Beeb's the goat of pop. He's the goat of pop. He's one of the best. He's one of my children. He's not really one of my children, but I hope he could be one day. I do. I love talking like Trump. There's just something about it that's just so elegant.
If we do a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I want your character to be Trump, so you have to talk that way.
Oh my god!
So much so that I will find ways to make it happen. If you don't, I swear.
I would do. That'd be funny.
Like the Dungeons and Dragons Pokemon or Star Trek, you have to be Ensign Donald Trump. Or
I got to admit, this pip looks really good on me. I'm one of the best ensigns in the league, in the entire Starfleet. One of the best. My phaser work is unreal. I got the greatest test scores, the biggest goddamn test scores of all time.
Ooh, oh shit, Tim.
Oh, it says, "Hey Garza, I'm getting my own place for the first time since 2005. New roommates. Oh, new roommate. No. Oh, I mean no roommates. Right. Any advice on stuff I need or should do?" I mean, no, but let's okay. So no roommates, that's a good thing. None at all. It can be nice. Honestly, sometimes the silence can be good. Like, for instance, I would love to live with my girlfriend, but that's just not financially possible right now where we're at. So she's got to live with her parents. Obviously there's not enough room for me to stay there, or else I'd live down in the basement somewhere there. But let's see. I'm trying to think of good.
Take a spit.
Yeah.
Don't rent. Save up enough money wherever the fuck you're at right now that you can make the down payment towards buying your own home, man. Because rent is a fucking hemorrhage of money. Every month you are paying into this and you are getting nothing back in return except wasted time. Rent is like a bad job. So get out of it.
I'm going to counter that a little bit. I do have some slight disagreement to that. So this is good because
That's why I like we have opposite opinions on this.
I only pay $675 a month for rent. I don't pay any property tax. I'm lucky though. I happen to be I am in good standing with my property management. I pay my rent really early. But they haven't raised my rent on me at all because I think they respect the fact that I pay on time, like way earlier. So I look, getting a house is not a bad thing. But I'm also going to tell you this, though. Rent is not necessarily wasting money either, especially if houses are really expensive. If houses are too expensive right now, I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't.
He's Canadian, and they haven't seen the same property boom that we've seen. Now, as America has become increasingly urbanized and overpopulated, housing market has become ridiculously overpriced, overvalued. No house is worth as much as it costs.
Yep.
But that doesn't show any signs of changing. It hasn't changed in the past 30 years. They've been on a steady incline.
What
do
you think about getting like property in like a tiny home or something?
Ooh, I'm actually really interested in that. Right now, I'm buying 2 2/4 acres for $120,000, and I pay $900 a month. I pay 0 interest on that because it's a rent to own situation. I know the people. It's a very special situation. You won't run into that a lot. But with my 2 2/4 acre, I can file with the county to have them partition my lot into 2 lots. And then I could put a tiny house on one of my lots and then sell the other lot. And right now in the market, my house and property are valued at $250,000.
This is pretty good.
If I split it, sold half of it, I would be making a profit, and I would still be living in a home with a large amount of property on it. That being said, once I own the home, I will be in 1 time a year for property tax, and my property tax is about $1,200.
That's not that bad.
And I will be in for a monthly cost of homeowners insurance, which about $175 a month.
See, renter's
Not
insurance
bad,
is pretty cheap.
Not great.
My renter's insurance is really cheap.
Well, yeah, that's because it only covers the stuff inside the apartment.
But
like, it doesn't cover the actual building. If a tree fell and crushed your door, your renter's insurance isn't going to do jack shit for that. Homeowners will cover all the stuff in the home. I'm not going to because my appliances aren't worth covering. Oh, okay. Tim, what you say? Canada has housing rental prices right now due to mass immigration. Yeah, you're starting to see the start of it. That could change after our next election if they unlikely. And the reason why I'm going to say it's unlikely is because populations everywhere on the rise. There's only like 3 countries with stagnant or declining populations, and the rest of us are fucking like rabbits. And it's not intelligent people with good portfolios fucking. It is dumb trailer hick fucking.
I will say this though. I do believe that population growth is going to eventually come to a halt. I do think that there is a maximum amount of human beings that can live on planet Earth. There is a max, and eventually, and this is going to be the sad part about this, is there will be people who will die or maybe even become gay.
I think water's going to kill us before we overpopulate land-wise.
Water?
I think limited fresh water is going to be our... because for a lot of people...
We can take it from the ocean.
That requires a desalination plant, which requires energy, which...
But they're working on ways of making that happen in a pretty functional way. And there's plenty of energy we can get from the sun. Solar energy.
There are ways. I'm just saying that as it sits, we as humans already have a tendency to take more water than we have at an area. Rather than spread out humans to where the water is, we take the water from where it is. And that way we don't see the effects of the deserts that we're creating. California, Los Angeles Valley, doesn't understand that they killed the farmlands outside of Los Angeles for 100 miles in every direction. Outside of LA used to be some of the most fertile lands in America for growing crops. Now it's a fucking desert.
And is that because
water usage? Straight up, they took all of the water out of the water table. They take water from north of them. Northern California is having water issues, partially because they distribute it to other parts of California.
This is where the whole desalinization idea might be a good idea. So we can take from the... Oh, what about this idea? Instead of desalinization, why don't we just take water from the ocean, and put it into the most hottest area of the U.S.?
Hey Siri,
and then
how many square miles is Texas?
I read that right now.
Okay, so that's roughly 8 billion people to 250,000 square miles. I don't think that math works out just
Well,
logistically,
Texas-
agriculturally wise. Because when we think about humans, yes, we could fit.
Well, if we
8
had
billion
if we had all of our
people.
if everything was imported, like if we had some people like living in other parts and just doing things, that's it's I see what Tim's trying to say though. Like if we took everybody right now, we could fit everybody in the world in Texas. I don't
But
think
the
we.
resource cost
Well,
to
no.
the rest of the world would be so taxing
Oh no,
that it would
absolutely.
destroy the
No,
world.
no, absolutely no. We're not even
so-
thinking that big. We're talking about the land. There's actually still a lot of land. There's actually still quite a bit of land, to be honest, all over the world.
Well, 250,000 miles, and there's about 10 billion people, a little less, but we'll go 10 billion for easier math.
Yeah.
So 4 people per every million, and we're going to 10 billion. So that's 40,000 people per square mile, and that answer is no. You cannot fit 40,000 people living comfortably on a square mile. That math just doesn't add up.
Yeah.
10 billion people divided
Yeah, you just
by
space people out.
25 million. And what we're forgetting is the resource cost, which includes space, of generating energy, generating food, because we don't just eat what we eat. What we eat eats what it eats, and what it eats what it eats. And that is all space consuming, time consuming.
Now, Tim did say that I think I read this back when the population was 6 billion.
Even then, it's still a bit of a stretch, but I mean, now
the question
here's
is, you
another
could
thing.
technically fit 6 billion people in Texas. You could fit them. I'm not saying they would all die if they all could never leave.
As much as science is about discovery and accepting ideas, it is also about pushing ideas and perpetuating biases.
Oh, there's always biases. in
Yeah,
science.
it's unfortunate.
That's why you do tests. That's why you do theory.
People who seek the truth do it with an agenda, and that's problematic. That's where we see things like when the veganism people give us one set of numbers and the beef industry gives us another set of numbers.
You got to look at the fine data.
When CNN tells us this many people died in the Iraqi war today, and Fox says this many people, where's the truth? You know, where
that's why I don't believe in fact checkers, because even they probably have an agenda. So like
everyone's marginalized to an extent.
But that's where science gets interesting, because if let's say you take a hypothesis, right? And you have 10 independent scientists who take that hypothesis and do the exact same experiments, or try to duplicate. Then if the theory holds, then it should have the same result in all 10 of them. That's why science is so important.
No. So the last step of your scientific theory, do it again. It's always the last step of the science. Repeat as many times as
you
possible.
can and see if there is a different result.
Yeah. That's like one of the bases of science, is that you don't actually determine what isn't, you just determine what is in small steps and increments. Like we determined that the earth was round by looking at the way a shadow reflected into a well, and that changed. Or we determined that the sun does not revolve around us, but we in fact revolve around the sun by the way that shadow changed. And this was thousands of years ago, before we knew that we were flat or had any interglobal communications. Different peoples around the world had forms of knowledge that, because they were not able to communicate them with the rest of the world, were lost. When we study history, it is almost exclusively from a Anglo-European point of view. It comes from white history.
Me an Anglo.
It's white European history, man. Like, when did the church accept this idea? That's when the world understood that the earth was round. No, it's when white Christians figured it out. Africans had it back in 2000 BC. Chill the fuck out.
Oh.
It's just, when we look at history, it's science of what already.
I take the credit. I take all the credit. Just
So
don't
it's
listen to
just
this
as biased as the rest of it.
Just don't listen to this guy
History is bullshit.
unless I write it.
Oh man.
Then it's actually bullshit.
Now, Tim, you should watch the Tim and Eric show because
Oh, have you ever watched Tim and Eric, Tim?
I believe Tim is a Canadian citizen also. The Tim and Eric Tim.
Are Tim and Eric are Canadian?
No, just Tim.
Oh, just
I believe.
Tim Heidecker?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's a Canadian.
I think he's American.
Is he? I don't know. Look it up.
Is
You ever heard of
Tim
him?
Heidecker? I've never tried marijuana. What are your thoughts? Oh, yeah, you're more of an
Well,
expert than I
mean,
am.
If it's a serious question, like, I mean, there's a lot of different reasons to use marijuana, but once again, it's not for everybody. And I don't push it on my homies. Like,
American comedian.
I hang out with Mike all the time, and I'm not, pushing weed on him. I've been a long-term weed user. I smoked a little bit before I left for the Navy, but back then I was very anti-substance. And when I was faced with the consequences of life, I had some choices to make. And one of them was, do I want to take pharmaceuticals for basically to function like a regular person? Because I had a lot of problems functioning like a regular person when I got out of the Navy. Real life did not fucking make sense. So I turned to booze. And they said, hey, we can give you lots of pills. And I said, which pills? And they said, we don't know, but we can give them to you. And that was basically the point at which I said, I think I'm going to medicate myself for the most part. And it's helped me to moderate my sleeping, eating, a couple pain issues. It does not cure. It is a thing to help you tolerate through healing. If it's something you can heal on your own, marijuana can help you get there, but it will not fix your ailments. I don't know about all of the studies with like CBD-A and CBD-Cs that they're doing for seizure medicine, but I can say that marijuana has had a profoundly positive impact on my life. I won't go so far as to say I might not be here without pot, but fuck it. I might not be here without pot. It's done more for me than the Veterans Affairs Organization.
I will say caffeine for me is kind of is like a self-medication for sure. It prevents me from drinking alcohol as much. I love the taste of coffee. For a while, I thought I couldn't do coffee because it made me too jittery, but truth be told, I was just adding too many scoops.
Yeah.
And I realized if I just had 1 scoop out of 6 cups, which dilutes it, I know, but it tastes good to me anyway.
Moderation.
Yeah, and I'm not getting like an overdose of caffeine by doing that, you know what I mean? So like I can still get that caffeine that I need to kind of make me feel better. And I don't know, caffeine definitely helps. I'm definitely self-medicated myself. I feel like I don't think I am a very functional person. I definitely wouldn't be able to function if I smoked. Because I remember when I did smoke, I was like, you remember those anti-weed commercials? If anybody remembers those, where the guy's like, you're going to be just like, I was going to say Tim. You're going to be just like Tim. You're going to meld into the couch and be lazy all day. Yeah, remember those? Like, it was like in the couch. It's like, yeah, you're going to be...
Hey, what are you doing with your dad's gun? I smoked weed. I'm invincible.
Well, I don't think. Well, that. Well, but for instance, like I definitely felt like the kid in the couch. I wanted to just lay on the couch the whole day.
Lots of
I got paranoid at first, and I got whacked out, and then I just like.
See, and from my experience, I would say that you're dealing with too chronic of chronic. As a marijuana aficionado, we have some really good pot in the area. I mean, I've traveled around a bit. I've tried a bunch of different marijuanas, and even before legalization, we had really good, really solid pot in the area. And for people who are not like into it,
I guess I'm really not. I've never really been much of a weed guy. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that people like it, but I stay away from it personally. I get stupid.
I really am I am that stereotypical guy that just can't function. Like if I was to smoke a bowl before going to work, and if let's say I did that all the time, and I was acclimated to it, I still would be stupid. It would affect me because like it affects people in good ways who have smoked it. Some people who smoke it all the time, they're like savants. They can like you're still no, and I don't mean savant in a bad way.
Mine's more about tolerance.
But no, but like you are still a very functional dude. You're quick as a whip.
Yeah.
Nothing, but for me, it's totally the opposite. I don't know if it's brain chemistry or just body chemistry in general. I can't do it. My mom and I are the same way in that aspect. If she smokes one weed, and I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She smokes one.
I smoked one
weed.
One
marijuana.
I love saying one. I love saying I'll smoke one weed. But yeah, no. But it just depends on. I think honestly, some people just aren't equipped to handle it, and I'm one of them.
I can see that.
I hate psychedelics. Like I've tried mushrooms before. I never want to do it again. I was like, nope. Well, I have too active of an imagination. It just weirds me out, man.
Always used weed as like a social mediator to help me feel more acclimated. The same way you drink at a party when you're uncomfortable to be like, now I'm less uncomfortable because I'm a little more drunk. That sort of thing. And in that sense, like it's kind of like a lot of other homeopathy, plant-based medicine. If you don't need it and you take it, there's potentials for side effects. Now, what I would recommend to someone with Mike's situation is stick to either like a really low THC or a CBD product.
I definitely go CBD.
Where you're almost like unmeasured THC levels, because, and I would actually say that you are like the girl who drinks one beer and is fucking trash.
Yeah.
Because what you are explaining is a lot like the anxiety and the feelings that people get when they smoke way more weed than they should.
Yeah.
Like I still have those feelings. It just takes me a lot more fucking weed to get to like retarded anxiety me. I shouldn't say retarded.
I don't care.
Sorry, that's not PC.
PC principal. Oh my God, arrest him. Arrest him. But no, it's okay. I mean,
but as a party drug, I think it's probably one of the better ones. It's really fucking hard to overdose on marijuana. Like I've taken enough to where I've had adverse effects like vomiting beyond what I could control. But the fun thing is stay hydrated and you'll stay alive. It's not like Coke where you'll blow your heart, or fucking meth burning holes in your brain like MDMA, or heroin where you can literally die from kicking. Oh wait, that's booze. Dun dun dun.
You die from kicking?
Yeah. DTs. Detoxing. Yeah. Lots of people
for beer
go into organ failure from alcoholism when they quit. It's really sad, but
whoa, cold turkey quitting from alcohol?
Yeah. The DTs can literally kill you, which heroin can't. The side effects of kicking heroin can kill you. You can vomit, drown on it. That can kill you, but kicking heroin won't kill you.
So it's good to kind of drink less and less and less if you don't want a cold turkey beer, basically.
Not necessarily.
Beer's different in my opinion because it's not as concentrated of alcohol. Like kicking hard liquor is probably tough.
Well, and I'm talking clinical alcoholism. These are people that you've drank so much that your normal brain function is kind of like reliant on it. Your liver's pickled. What we got?
Let's see. So Tim says, I don't have any elements, but I'll keep you all posted. Jester fails. Sorry if this is kind of a random question, but I was randomly subbed to you and many other people. Do you know why or how that is?
Not a clue, but glad to see you here.
So wait. You said that you were randomly subbed to me and others. Like you didn't click the subscribe button. Sounds like honestly some bot shit.
You know, when we used to work at a call center, I'm not going to name names, but this kind of reminds me, the first thing I would say to a call like that, do you have kids? Just one of the things when we would get people call about, I don't use the data. I don't even know how to internet. Do you have kids?
Yeah. So hold on, let's see. And then thanks, Jester. See the earlier comment on this circle.
Oh, that's awesome.
We think it's related to that. Okay.
No, multiverse shit is lame. Y'all, dude.
Yeah, didn't even know about any of y'all. So you never
Did
even.
you see the show?
So wait, you never
Did
hit.
you-
So
oh
wait,
my
you
God,
never.
I
So
thought
wait,
you
hold on,
was-
hold on. You never hit the subscribe button at any point to my show, but somehow you're subscribed. Is that what you're trying to say? It sounds like that. No, I am the kid. LMAO. What? No,
Then
I
it
am.
sounds maybe his parents subscribed. Smart parent.
No.
Siblings? Did your sister do it?
Oh,
She
yeah,
might be smart.
honestly,
She
it
might
could.
be hot for Mike. Oh wait, I hope it's an older sister.
No, but no, like, so, like, hold on. So, are you just on somebody else's YouTube account? Like, it sounds like you might be. Anyway, hey, if you subscribe to me by accident, or if maybe somehow you got subscribed to me, I want to thank you. Feel free to hit the unsubscribe button, though, if this isn't your kind of show. Totally understandable. No hard feelings, just lots of hard-ons. No, it's my personal account with no outside access. Huh, interesting. I don't know how that happened, man, but hey, if you want to stay subscribed, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Don't
As
let
a
the
parent, I wouldn't say it's super appropriate, but
Don't
as
let-
a person who believes in free speech, fight the power.
don't let the door. If you're a kid though, you should not watch my show. I'm just going to tell you this right now. If you are a child, don't watch my show.
Oh yeah.
Unless-
How old were you when you started watching shitty internet videos? that
Oh,
had
I was
things like
watching,
shitty?
dude. I was watching gross shit when I first discovered the internet.
My boy and I were watching Red versus Blue this morning.
Nice.
Red versus red, blue versus blue. We were alive when that shit came out. Watching month to month, waiting for goddamn
We're old.
Halo
We're
stuff.
old and lame. No, but
Mike
Jester,
likes Newgrounds.
I love newgrounds.com, dude. I love it. Jester, your parents probably signed you up for Garza's life coaching sessions. I do new room massages.
Oh,
God. You know,
Oh, 16. That's old enough for an OnlyFans in Canada.
I'm 15 and I can promise y'all I watch way worse.
We
Dude,
just did a Hot Ones lineup. This is not worse. We are
Yeah.
clean, good-hearted. I take that back. We are terrible people.
well,
Run,
he's a
Run.
pretty sweet guy.
Run, Forrest, run.
Look, all I gotta say is here's my tips to interneting.
Have you checked out Meat Canyon? They're a good YouTube channel. Their Garfield video is a mess.
Scary,
Oh, it's so good.
fucking haunting.
Do you think there's someone out there for me, Garfield?
It was fucking haunting, dude. That haunted
Ruined my childhood.
that haunted my dreams. Garza is a high school graduate. He's safe. Oh my god.
Yeah, he took a health class. He knows to wear a rubber. At all times. He's wearing one right now.
You know, I know that they like teach kids like, you know, hey, use a rubber, but like they need to like teach kids how to get their pull-out game straight because too many kids at the age of 15 and 16 are having kids.
Do not pull out. Wear a rubber.
Learn how, I mean, if you're gonna have a lifelong partner, then don't wear rubber. But like if you're like going from person to person, then definitely wear rubber for sure. But like if you just have a lifelong partner, you know you guys are gonna be together for
Wear
a long time.
rubber, make her dinner or breakfast the next day.
Shoot as many
Yeah.
fucking blanks as you can. But
Sit in a hot tub, kill that.
kill the sperm. Yeah, I don't know.
Ew, other languages.
And most of the people I have randomly subscribed are from different races and other languages, ones I can't even type in the search bar. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, you know what that sounds like?
Is this bot shit?
No, it sounds like somebody was looking at some porn at a questionable site, and you might have been hacked, my friend. You might. I'm not.
But
throwing nothing
yeah,
out.
Meat K is great.
Do you use a VPN to protect yourself?
You should use a VPN. I use Nord VPN.
Do you have a video on using VPNs?
I need to.
Yeah. Hey, kid, check out Mike's VPN using video.
I don't. I said I need to. I need
Oh,
to.
you
Get,
don't.
I said I need to make one. That's a good idea.
It'll teach you all about how to use emulators to get legal video games.
Now, Tim Smith is saying Elon Musk hacked your YouTube, and he's messing with you. He likes to get high on Sunday nights and screw with Americans. Damn it,
He's a
Elon!
South African. That makes sense.
Jester Fail says, can't afford one, sadly, but I'm going to try to fix it. Well, hey, you know what? Honestly, two-factor authentication is going to be your key. If you do you know any? Okay, if you get bored, look up how to set up two-factor authentication. If you have a smartphone, get Google Authenticator. That's a really good idea.
Actually, get off of Google and buy an Apple product that will protect you. But that's my take.
I just want Daddy Google to spy on me. Big brother Google needs to keep spying on me. I got a Google Pixel.
Two-stage verification is important. Firm step. Oh yeah, he has that. Good.
Oh well, I don't know what to tell you, kid. Stop subscribing to my channel. I'm just kidding. No, you're probably a good dude, but hey, thanks for this. Hey, thanks for the subscription anyway, even if it was forced and against your consent.
I've had similar things with PlayStation Network where it just sends me a bunch of like weird spam every once in a while or stuff, but it hasn't like subscribed me to any friends or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man, but
maybe you sat on your phone, kept it unlocked in your pocket or something, or you had it in there while you were punishing the badger.
I don't know how illegal this is right now. But anyway, Jester feels that no one is logged in or anything is connected to my account, and a lot of different things I have done. And Tim Smith says, Jester, are you at a public library right now? I'll just keep it. Y'all seem pretty cool. So hey, thank
you. Hey man.
He's pretty dope.
That.
He's pretty dope. I'm the man in my own mind. I think I'm pretty suave and cool. At Tim Smith, I don't even remember the last time I went to the library.
Me neither. That's not true.
So
I went Tuesday to drop off some books with the kid.
When I'm doing DoorDash, I actually like to hang out next to the library when I like.
Big surprise.
Now, what I do when I can't get a schedule, like today, this is the first time I've ever done DoorDash and couldn't get the Dash Now button to light up, because what happens is usually the town gets busy, like people are ordering and there's not enough drivers. But today, I couldn't even schedule a shift today. It was like Sundays are slow, but this was like
super slow Sunday.
Like not even busy. So whatever's drivers scheduled ahead of time, they got those shifts ahead of me.
Yeah, the people that were in queue longer ready for it.
Now, when it does show busy, though, I definitely hit the Dash Now button for sure.
Yeah,
and I'm able to get some sweet.
DoorDash is a good way to get cash in your pocket for your VPN.
Well, he's 15 though. He can't drive yet. That kid can't drive yet. So
enough.
That's remember. When you do get the ability to drive, though, I think you do have to be 18 or older to sign up for DoorDash. Though. Yeah. So Jester. So Jester.
If you fuck up.
Yeah. So Jester fails. I think you'll have to wait till 18. But hey, you know what? Try your best to make money, man.
Our Dairy Queen was hiring 14-year-olds not long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Part-time. As long as they don't have to work with any heavy machinery, it's legal in the state down to 13.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Lower if they're working for their family.
Oh, got ya.
I think all children should work. That's just me, though. I worked from a very young age, and it worked out for me. Okay-ish.
And it says that, let's see, that's the problem. You need to start reading. You need to believe it to achieve it. Dude, Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Tim Robbins, the SNL guy.
No, I was pretty sure that was a Tony Robbins quote. Oh man.
And Jester Phil says, at Tim Smith, you reading? Now, reading's a good thing, man. Hey, Jester fails. Don't knock reading. Reading's really good. Best thing I could say as an older adult is stay the hell away from TikTok. First off, there's nothing good that comes from TikTok. Except for if you want the Chinese Communist Party to take a look at what you're doing.
Audiobooks are a pretty good way to read if you're busy with your hands.
Yeah, audiobooks actually do come in handy. And if you do have trouble reading, like with like dyslexia or anything, I understand. That's fine.
Did you say dyslexia?
Dyslexia?
Oh, dyslexia.
Did I say dyslexia?
I'm pretty sure you said dyslexia.
Dyslexia.
It's also a reading problem.
That's also a Freudian slip right there.
Hey, it's also a job.
Yeah. YouTube, let's see. Tim Smith says YouTube is mostly celebrities losing weight. people dancing and monkeys doing it. I mean, honestly, is YouTube any better? So that's the, is YouTube any better? Right? Jester Fails says, I definitely need to get rid of TikTok, but then I just go to YouTube Shorts, LMAO. Yeah, YouTube Shorts is basically just TikTok that doesn't spy on you. And then actually it still spies on you, but in a very Dick Lexia was my stripper name. Tim Smith is, I swear, Tim Smith is like one of those guys that just comes up with sexy little comments, man, dude. You're the man.
Tip Turner was mine.
Gross. I love it. Well,
I dressed up as a plumber.
Well, I got nothing else to add. Let's see here. Got anything else you think of?
Hey, Jester, any ideas for what our next show should be about? This one was about eating hot sauce and apparently punishing ourselves.
Yeah, if you watch the beginning of the show, you're going to see a lot of, just old men punishing themselves in their mouths.
I'm fucking old. You're old. You're a year older than me, you old.
I think I think I'm a year and a half older than you.
I bet you are.
I think you're my brother's age, actually.
Yeah, well, your brother's, never mind. I was going to say Brandon's hot, but he might actually watch this, so I don't want to.
Billy wants to bang you, Brandon, is what
Not
he's
true.
trying. Billy wants to bang you.
Yeah, I play games. Oh, man.
Well, actually, let's do a game off because he plays more video games than I still play Star Trek Armada. Dude, I don't really play many video games anymore. I'll play gold ones like Quake 3 Arena and shit. But I don't play shit for games.
What you play, Jester?
Yeah, Jester.
I play all sorts of shit.
Yeah, you name off stuff. Jester.
Kids are getting me into Fortnite these days.
Oh,
I know. I'm not a battle royale guy, but it's got all sorts of different modes.
Is it actually fun? I've never really played it. I never took the time to really play it.
Yesterday, I played a Minecraft Lego version of it. Left 4 Dead 2. No, but I loved the original, man. It was such a good game. So we grew up in the generation with 4-player games being a super special thing, and Left 4 Dead being 4-player intentional was super awesome. I like to play as the character that looked like Obama. Is pretty bitchin'. Oh man. Red Dead 2 is fucking awesome, but if you like old games, go for Gun. It's like a better version of Red Dead, but it's single player. Mike mostly plays with himself, but every once in a while he'll find a game he can beat me at button mashing. Let's see.
I could beat him at Tekken though.
Use my stirring too.
I could beat you at Tekken any day of the week. But that's about the only fighting game I could beat yet, probably.
Oh my god, that was a good fire. Sorry, man. Yes, he does. I play a bunch of Ark. I am a big Arker. Let's see. I tried the Battle Royale for that. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you like dinosaurs, you can't go fucking wrong with Ark. It's super, I don't know. They always fuck you over. They're a shitty development company, but they got in on the ground floor of a good idea. So what you gonna do?
I've watched him and Nathan play Ark. Ark is a pretty dope ass game. I will admit. I've never really taken the time to play it.
How many games can you knock somebody out with drugs, handcuff them to a bench, and then feed them their own shit?
Grand Theft Auto.
Not a lot of games can you do that. Yes.
Okay, everyone. I want to buy an arcade 1-up machine. Which one should I get? Get the NFL Blitz one.
Oh my god.
That's my get the NFL Blitz one.
Any of them that play Rucka Rucka Ali's 1-up song. It's a really great Mario Party.
I love it.
Warzone 3. Some COD. Oh man, I haven't played some COD in a while. My favorite, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was the one that got banned for walking through the airport gunning down the civilians, and it got a big news spread on everything. And they actually made the first level optional because it was that fucking graphic. Man. And that's good. To me, that is the sign that you're making a good game. If you don't piss off 1 in 10 people, you're not making a good game. The earlier one. Oh wait,
Oh,
the
yeah.
arc. I don't know.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Oh, you're talking about Left 4. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead was really cool as well, but I
Just
like
put
Left
on
4
your
Dead
glasses,
2.
man. I can read that shit from here.
No, no, I'm reading slowly though because of all the extra features there are. I'm also just kind of slow when I talk what I read. It's easier. It's really weird. It's easier for me to actually take it all in just by looking at it. But when I have to read it, I have to slow it down because I kind of have. You ever photo read before? Does that sound
See,
familiar?
now I noticed when I was reading the hot sauces, when I was reading our descriptions on them, like I was actually, my eyes are 2 or 3 words ahead of what I'm actually reading for when I was reading it out. And it wasn't until we got to like number 8 where that became impossible for me to do anymore
Yeah.
because it was just so brutal. Oh man.
Left 4 Dead, all the extra features there are. Let's see. He plays with himself. Yes, I do.
Have you tried The Forest or Sons of the Forest? Both of them are really decent games. I didn't get too into the sequel, Sons of the Forest, because I got into it in early development and I knew they were going to release more. Now they've released more, and I'm too big into Ark and Diablo 4. God, fucking Blizzard hates me. I swear to God, they're cocksuckers.
Let's see. The newer or earlier one for I think he was saying the Arc like twice for free. So let's see the newer or earlier one. I don't know. Are you talking about Arc? I think you're talking about Arc.
Oh,
We'll say I don't know. I think we already answered that question. Let's see. Because I like the first one better than the newer
yeah,
one.
I'm past that. I'm already answered on this.
Oh, you're already on the Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
fucking
good,
slow.
man. I'm a good host. I fucking got this shit.
I don't host shit very well, man.
Modern Warfare 2, yeah. I was talking about the old one,
Hmm.
the 2006? No, 2004, I think. That was an old release. But yeah, it was fucking great. And I played it for several years after, even as they released. So after that, this was about the time that they started doing the separation of the Modern Warfare Call of Duty. Like you had the Modern Warfare series, and then you had the one that had the zombies. And they were different. Like it was, they would each release every other year.
Yeah.
So one company is working on a game for 2 years, but every year they get to release a new game because they're simultaneously working on 2 games. It was a really good model. They wrote it out for a really long time. And I think the smartest thing they did was make Modern Warfare or Warzone 3 a free access sort of thing. When they gave you part of that game for free, that is how you need to push your games these days.
Yeah.
Get people on and then do some add-on stuff that if people want, they can buy. Microtransactions are the way of the future.
Microtransgressions.
They definitely are super lazy on the new Call of MW Dose.
Check this out, everybody.
Spanish for 2, Michael.
Check this out. My
Are you gonna win?
My team is Travis Kelce nuts in my ass. You can't really see it though on the camera. But it says 280. I got 285.26 points versus my opponent, who has 262. And this game's almost over for him. So if his player doesn't get that many points, which is looking very likely, by the way,
yeah, it's fucking Miami. I told him that, but he said no. Miami's got an unstoppable offense.
No, they do, but Buffalo's got a very good defense. So Buffalo's defense is pretty sexy.
I don't even like Buffalo, but compared to Miami's offense, Buffalo has
Miami's got a sexy offense, man. I love it. They're not a good cold weather team, though. There's some teams that play really bad.
That being said, I haven't watched a broadcast football game in several years, so my advice should be taken with a grain of salt.
I'm
fucking right.
I just love watching men tackle each other. I just love it, man. That's all I gotta say, man. But hey, but guess what? $400. You just saw $400.
Fuck. You know what would be a good
one? I just won.
We could hook up an NES and do a Mario off. Like the old original Mario, like have the screen there and it's like
projector. Using my projector.
Oh fuck! I forgot about the projector.
Yeah, One of these, yeah, and actually, what's even cooler, you check this out. We can project it against the wall, and all I'd have to do is just move my camera over.
Oh, that's okay. Dude, most people who watch sports don't actually have half a shit of a clue what's going on. They are completely regurgitating facts that they heard from somebody else.
I come up with my own shit. I come up with my own analysis. I take the time. It's
I
like
said most people. Why are you getting so defensive?
I'm defensive because I
fucking
feel
bandwagon Mike comes up with his own stuff. The guy who refers to himself as bandwagon.
I never said I was right about my analysis. Is, by the way, my analysis sucks half the time. But you know, that's an old phone because he's flipping his phone with no fear. Hold on. First off, this has a case on it, by the way. This has what's called a case and a screen protector. So I can throw it at Billy. And then it will be fine.
It's trash because
it's a Pixel 5. Okay, it's an older phone. He has an iPhone. Ooh, look at you. I'm not actually, I do think iPhones are pretty dope, to be honest. I like how easy they are to use. Android pisses me off sometimes, but Android overall is affordable. I'm cheap, and it's for the Jewish man like myself. And I am 0.5% Jewish.
22 and you told him so. It's like 23 and me, but discount.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not an OtterBox case.
It could still break through the case. No, not really. I don't know. Like I've dropped this thing.
Oh, I could break that through the case. I have a reciprocating saw.
Well, okay. Well, if you're using a saw, if I drop this on the ground, it's gonna be fun. You want to see?
So downside about Apple. You know, nobody ever fucking talks about downsides of Apple.
Move your feet.
Go ahead.
See? If this breaks, I'm buying a new.
Drop my phone on top of it.
Well, no, you have. Well, you don't have a case on yours, so don't do that. See, look at
that. It's fine.
Shit. No, just kidding. But no, it works. See, no cracks. No cracks, right? Okay, no.
No,
also, I dropped it on carpet, so that doesn't really count.
So my really old phone, I'm like an Apple 7, or it's not even double fucking digits. But what it does is...
How old is your phone?
My Apple gets hot when it runs a lot of processing stuff. Like there's this weed game that my wife and I play, and...
how many apps do you got on there though? If you have
too many.
Yeah,
I am full.
Sometimes you got it. See, here's the thing: you got to like look for apps that you don't use anymore and just uninstall. Just gotta. Well, you don't have that many.
No, but the ones I do, I mean, those are mostly credit card ones.
Yeah.
Domino's, Netflix. I have like 5 that are for streaming.
See, check out what I do. I try to keep most of them on one page, and I keep all my finance ones right here. For instance, all my credit card ones and stuff right in one thing. I keep all my investment brokerages here. I just label them, you just group them all together, and then services. Here's my cell phone bill, electric, cable, car insurance. Boom. I just keep them all in one setting.
Car insurance is a guy named Jerry. That's untrustworthy. Is that through Ryan Reynolds also? No, fuck folders. See, now mine has many different pages. I can have like up to 7 pages.
I can have a lot of pages too, but it's so much easier to have it on one single
utility apps on the first page, and then the second page is all credit cards, the third page is all games, and then I got streaming apps, and then food apps is how it's supposed to be. But my child downloads things, and he does not stick to my format. So I got some game apps mixed in there with my credit card apps, and that's just the way. There should be folders, though. You're right. Proper organization is smart. That is smart, Jester. You should get a gold star for that and half a cookie.
Dude, honestly, I'm going to say, Jester, I'm going to give you props, man, for being 15. You're
showing up for the late show.
Dude, showing up for the late show. Hey, just remember, invest early, invest often. This is not financial advice legally, but I will say, definitely watch Warren Buffett videos, watch Charlie Munger videos, watch great investors, invest for the long term. Don't gamble. Gambling, if you invest for the short term, you're a gambler. If you invest for the long term, you're the wisest man I've ever met. Okay.
So would you call your fantasy football team a investment or a gamble?
Oh, it was a gamble. And it's okay to gamble, by the way. Gambling is okay, but you don't want to make gambling a part of your life. You want to make it only a thing you do just for fun on occasion, and I say occasion, like every now and then. My brother's a great example of what not to be. I love you, Brandon, but you gamble too much. Stop gambling. I love you. I say that because I love you.
So I try not to limit my son so that he can make his own mistakes. Part of that is so that he can do the thing and actually learn from the mistake that was made. Recently we've come into some issues with him. He bought a game on my PlayStation without asking me. It was a $6 game, so it wasn't a big deal, but we had a very serious talk about how this is money. This is the same money that buys food for the house. We can't just be doing that. You got to follow the system. And then, oh my God,
fuck the system.
The other day, he was talking to his little friends and he said, I have a golden dick.
What?
Oh, it was great because we've been talking to him about how he has to be less toxic because the environment of gamers is so toxic. And that was something that got him in a pretty serious amount of trouble for that one. Let's see.
I see, Nikita, that's a smart thing. It's
folder person.
Folding. Okay, look at, you can put it all on one page. Look at this. Finance. Check this out. Yeah, finance. I have my investment ones. I have my services ones. I still need to. There is some more organization I need to do, but for the core things, yeah, keep them in folders.
Folders are good. They're good stuff.
And then let's see. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have organization in folders, my phone would break because how many icons there is. Yeah. Well, I think honestly, don't have too many apps either. I think having too many apps is a bad thing. I think most things can be accessed through your web browser on the phone. So just use Google Chrome or just use some shady browser like Mike's wacky, sexy browser.
There's a lot of data sharing between apps these days that you may not even be aware of. Just by clicking allow to share, they can share all sorts of information from each other. And it's not like big deal stuff. I mean, just what sites you're interested, the things you regularly buy, how to start targeting you for advertising better. Mike and our other buddy, Nathan, they frequently compare which kind of commercials they get sent to see what kind of products are being targeted towards them.
Mine's usually hentai body pillows, but
oh my God, I love that body pillow Nathan made of you.
Dude, that made me so fucking. I wanted to buy that for Nathan so he could cuddle with it at night.
Work shift, for example. Oh man. Oh, you love it, Mike.
Well, so Billy just fucking. If you guys didn't hear that, Billy just fucking farted like crazy.
Oh man. Isn't that bad? I'm sorry.
I'm going full. I haven't smelt it yet, but I'm afraid. I heard it and I know that I'll.
It sounded a little.
I'm going full Kakashi mode right here. I'm actually
under this mask is another mask.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm going back to the mask protocols I'm going back to COVID. Going back to COVID rules.
Hey, good luck, Chester. Stay up on the hard work. Hey, the education they give you will not be as valuable as the education that you seek out. If you want to learn something, you will have to put in the hard work to make it be.
We do live in the information age, which is good. So getting information today is a lot easier than it was for like us. I mean, even it was pretty easy for us as well back in the day, but there's definitely way more access conduits, in my opinion, to getting information. Hell, I can use my phone as a damn library. I could read all sorts of public information that's out there right on my phone. It's great.
I wouldn't go so far as bullshit. I would say that it is streamlined to make you an efficient worker in today's society. Well, now, is it biased? Maybe. It may have a slant. It may have an opinion, but it's really just the bare minimum to make you a compatible human with the rest of other humans. You know, we learn about our history of wars so that we can understand each other and the terrors that they bring. We learn about the differences in people so that we can view the similarities between us. You know, Oh, bullshit, you don't need that. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Tell me you don't need the Pythagorean theorem. That is fucking great math right there. I use that through all sorts of shit. Oh my God, buddy. If you ever build shit, triangles will be a huge part of building stuff. I used to be a subcontractor, which part of that means anything that somebody comes up with a problem for, you fucking fix it. They want a door there, and that's a load-bearing wall. You figure out how to make that shit happen.
And I think the problem is, it sounds like maybe you just don't. Maybe in public schools they don't give you enough real-world examples of how it can be utilized, and so it probably to you it may mean nothing, Jester. So I was thinking that the problem is that's another thing about public school. Sometimes the textbooks don't always give the best real-world examples about how something can be utilized, so the interest is lost for a lot of kids on math. For me personally, I honestly just liked math because it was something I didn't really know. I was okay at math, but I was just like, oh, I want to learn more about this.
This isn't nearly as big in his world as it is in ours. But when we grew up, to be able to be a coder, you had to be proficient in math.
Yeah,
math was a big part of defining limits. And
well, it still matters to this day. Most games are developed in C++ still. You do have to have some understanding of like things like variables. You have to understand the basics of variables. You have to understand how functions work. You have to understand like hierarchies, things like that. There's still a lot that goes into it. So math is important, really. If you do want to be a game maker, now if you want to just if you're an artistic person, like maybe you're not the best at math, maybe you're better at drawing things or creating things that's fine too. Like you could still get into game development without programming, but if you want to be if you want to actually code a game engine. Actually, a lot of game engines are pretty in depth too. So you don't even have to really do a lot of crazy stuff. But it does matter though. Math does matter. So really, So as long as you understand at least enough algebra, you can at least do. I will say you don't have to like know calculus by any means, but if you know enough algebra, you could definitely be a good, decent computer programmer.
I mean, because calculus being a study of limits, it's one of the ones that actually applies best to basic programming more than geometry. Now, algebra, yes, it's very important because computer language and algebra are very similar languages when you break down the programming like that. But oh man,
I found that I didn't really need much calculus. Well, they're like limits, like you said. There are certain concepts in calculus that you do need to have at least an okay idea of. Like I'm not like an expert in calculus by any means,
one of my favorite fucking formulas to spit at too. I fucking love Pythagorean. That is, you will use that through so much more math. If you end up taking maths in college, which you will have to get that degree, then oh shit, you're going to use that equation. I used that equation very heavily through all of high school and then when I went to the Navy for nuclear engineering. So yes, Pythagorean will show up also there, not just building shit. Balls.
Since there's AI now to make the games for you, I don't think my job will be that hard since all I have to do is check if the AI got the code.
That's fair enough.
You know what?
That's how I felt about code checkers back in the day, that the code checker was going to do the job for me, but all it did was tell me where the mistake was.
Yeah.
It couldn't analyze what I wanted because it was such an intangible idea. All it could tell me was that it was wrong. And we're still going to find those limitations. They're just going to be different limitations. In the same way that travel was limited 50 years ago versus now. A person couldn't reasonably think of planning a trip to China 50 years ago from the United States unless you were a person of means. It was a really excruciating task. Nowadays, it's something you could do over the summer.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at my fantasy football.
No worries. You got money on the line. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, AI actually, so I will say this, AI,
More likely to get it right than you are.
can I also say AI is also a good teacher? I actually had AI teach me a few things about Python that I didn't know about. It's one of the programming languages. It's one of the more higher level ones, but I don't like it. I like low level ones because you can work more with the computer hardware. Like that's why I love C++ so much. But I still like things like Python because there are some things that I need to code that don't require any like don't require me to do a whole bunch of low level shit. Like because most computers are pretty fucking fast. So if you're programming most things, you could do it in Java or Python. But if you're like programming a game, you do need to have that lower level understanding of like how like C++ is the closest thing that you can get to combining machine code. Not combining, but making it to where like you're actually working with like where like data goes and stuff like that. It's important. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. The point is, hold on, let's see. I asked to get the class for Python this year, but I didn't get it, sadly. Hey, dude, honestly, like I said, what I'm gonna go back to what Billy was saying. You're gonna learn more stuff outside of school than you will in school. Now, it's good to focus on what you learn in school because there are things that are, but rolling back to what he said, there's actually a quote from, I think it was it Thomas Edison or was it Benjamin Franklin? One of them said this: "I don't let my schooling get in the way of my education."
Oh, that sounds like either Franklin or Jefferson.
Oh, really? It could be either. I
like Jefferson,
but but it's a quote that really lives near. I still believe the quote to this day because even when I was in high school, I tended to want to learn things that interested me. So I would read books it's good because if you learn things that you think you might be interested in, you may find that you're not that interested after really looking more into it. So I think it's good to think that you know what you want to do, but learn what you think that you're into, and maybe you are into it. Maybe you don't. How about this? You may think you want to be a game developer, but what if you find out that there's just way more to it that you're just like, I don't think I can handle this. It's good to read books about it, get a real feel for it, and then see if that's really up your alley. I would not want to work for a video game company, but I would love to make video games on my own. And it's very easy these days to do it. There's a lot of game engines out there. It's not like easy, but if I wanted to, I could make a game using like Unity, for example, is a fantastic game engine. Like you could do all sorts of shit with it. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent.
Now, I will say the more I learned about programming and video games, the less it made it able for me to enjoy video games.
Oh, really?
It's kind of like when
Made me appreciate
a mechanic looks at a car, they don't see the beautiful car that you and I see. They see all the component pieces and all the things that make it up as it is, including those built-in flaws. Everything that you see, whenever I play a game, I don't see a character, I see numbers, a whole set of variable limitations of what this character does, what the input does. The background isn't the background, but it's a set of numbers.
That always made me appreciate it more, though. I guess that's the difference. Everybody's perspective is different. Like where the eagle, like, I think for me, I get a greater appreciation when I understand things. Like I'm doing the Google IT courses, and I find that I appreciate networking more now that I've learned all the fundamentals of what I need to know for networking.
Good games more now. Bad games, nope.
He can spot bad games though.
Like Sea of Stars was an amazing game. If you haven't checked it out, Chester Fails, try Sea of Stars. It will absorb several hours of your life. Tons of fun.
I need to actually save that to my bookmark so I don't forget. Let's see, Sea of Stars. So is it just like seaofstars.com or something? Or I'll look up Sea of Stars.
On Steam.
Oh, it's a game that you get from Steam. Okay. Oh, here's the website though. seaofstarsgame.co. It looks like. I think you can probably. How much does it cost though?
I don't know. I got it.
Was it free?
For free on my PlayStation Plus.
Oh, maybe. Oh, because you have PlayStation Plus. Right. That makes sense. Is it? Can you play it on? Oh, I guess you could play it on PC because it's on for
Yep.
Steam. Okay, that
It's
makes
for
sense.
everything. Xbox, Steam, PC, PlayStation.
Oh, so yeah, it's like $34.99 to get Sea of Stars. Never
It's
mind.
not bad.
That-
Considering most games.
Oh, it looks like a very beautiful game.
Oh my god, it is so.
I'm
much
looking at
fun
some of
for
the-
people like us of this or of our generation.
It does look
It'll
like
flash
Chrono
you back.
Trigger. Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
says Chrono Trigger written all over it. It's definitely way better 2D graphics than Chrono Trigger for sure.
Oh yeah, well, Chrono Trigger was released in the '90s. I mean,
Gotta.
yeah, it is. It's a great one. Oh wow, Jester's been busy.
Huh?
Lots of.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm working. Okay, so sorry, Jester. I got to admit I've been neglecting your comments a bit. I'm working with C++ and anything. I'm coding right now, but I haven't done any coding lately. Another one says I'm pretty sure I'm pretty interested into it because I did Java coding a while ago and had the highest grade in the class and actually had a 1%. Dude,
Yeah.
hey, dude, you're a high achiever, man. Be proud of that.
Java's good. I like Java as a basic program.
And write once can be used on any device that has the Java virtual machine. That's great. Yeah, Java's another example of a high level one. Like I said, I would hate to develop a video game in Java unless it's a very simple 2D game or something.
Unless you're using a program like Eclipse to do the translation for you, so it's a drag and drop. There's
Yeah.
a lot of different game designing these days. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm still like, I don't know. Like you can develop really. I think you can even develop good. I've never tried to develop games in Python or anything. I definitely tried developing I've developed like simple ass games, like little virtual Pong games and shit in Java, but I've never tried actually developing a full out game. It would be fun though. I think it'd be a fun experience. I've used RPG Maker 2003.
You're lucky, Jester. My teachers made me learn BASIC first before we could use Java or Flash or Python or C++. We had to do basic programming first, and it was a pain in the ass, but it gave us the stepping stones to understand all of the other programs. When you speak BASIC, you can speak all the other languages. It's kind of like learning Latin before you learn Spanish, French, and Italian. Since they're all based off of Latin, having that base root language is super helpful.
And considering BASIC's a procedural programming language, I think it's good to understand procedural concepts beforehand.
Okay.
And then from BASIC, then you go to assembly. Assembly and then BASIC.
Assembly's before.
Assembly, because assembly is the closest thing
the
you can
one
get
the
to machine
computer
code.
actually
You
speaks
yeah.
of. Oh,
Assembly is the closest you can get to machine code. Yeah.
I'm tearing it up.
It says assembly BASIC, and then I think after BASIC was some other languages I probably can't remember.
Oh, God.
But C, I think when C came out, C and then of course evolved into C++. I think object-oriented programming definitely changed the game, and I'll say this to this day that object-oriented programming is awesome.
Which object-oriented wouldn't have gotten anywhere if it weren't for the evolution of HTML. That was like one of the big. So web page development pushed a lot of our object-oriented design.
What? Really?
Yeah, because
Hold
people are too fucking dumb to build their own web pages, and it's so simple to streamline HTML. So when we make those basic changes to HTML, they then transfer to the other languages.
Well, isn't HTML by default just an interpreted markup language though? So it's not a compiled language.
Well, we applied these factors to HTML before we had things like C++.
Well, C++ came out well before the internet, though. Well before the internet, because the HTML was designed for internet.
But hypertext markup language you can use as a text language. It doesn't have to be applied to the internet.
Oh, okay. I could have swore it was something different.
Computation language, or a markup language, as you put it. But it's just really another translation of BASIC. It's oh fuck, I don't know how to put it. I would if I was still in school studying this shit.
But I will say though, man, like when it comes to, so there's two types. There's always two types of programming languages. There's like interpreted, like PHP is an example of an interpreted language. Compiled ones are like C, C++. Java technically,
it's tough to consider. I guess
I
it is.
wonder if our kid has any insights on this. He's probably
more
up to date on this
way more up to date than my old ass. And everyone else has had
practically Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Man. Fucking-
I got into coding to try to make my dream game and not to have all these pay to win aspects or anything. You could still, by the way, dude, you could still program.
I'm a hardcore free to player.
I have a
will
PlayStation
fight
if I
every
want to
pay to
play it.
win, man. I am
Well,
with
the
you
class,
all the goddamn way.
I made a robot Call of Duty. Honestly, and honorable people like you, Jester, honestly, the video game world could use more people like you, and
Yeah.
it's possible you may start a re-renaissance of getting back to that model of just making a good game that doesn't require you to pay to get advanced armor or advanced bullshit. Because I do believe that that's a cop out. I hate it when people pay their way to win a game, to pay their way to advance too super far. That's annoying. So I get that.
You can only get through money are bullshit. If you can't earn that currency in the game, like that's fucked up. Even if earning it is really slow, that's okay. But if you have to fucking buy it, looking at you, Naruto Online, one of my favorite fucking games that I've spent 5, maybe 7 years on. Speaking of which, I'm supposed to be in Great Ninja War Finals pretty soon. Fuck. Or no, Space Time. That's the one. But yeah, pay to win is fucking garbage. Cosmetics, that's fine. If you want to buy cosmetics, that's on you. But I mean, if it's a game breaking mechanic, like this character gets to attack twice when everyone else only gets to attack once. This character can do something that none of the other characters can do. That's bullshit. That's bullshit right there.
Mhm.
Everyone should be able to earn the same shit and be able to keep playing. This whole stamina limitation thing that they've come up with so that you can only play for so long until you're out of stamina and then you got to wait for it to recharge. That's some addictive bullshit. And if you study how gaming has evolved to support addictive tendencies, it is really scary. It is a huge thing. They are targeting us. They are targeting our children, and it's bad. Fucking our buddies.
I'm lucky I'm not susceptible to a lot of marketing techniques. I really am not. If I was, I would definitely. I do cream over as seen on TV commercials, but I think just some people. I'm an anomaly. I'm the anti-millennial. I do everything the opposite of what my generation's done.
Now
I realized that.
I've taken several years worth of computer courses, but I learned more marketable skills in one semester working under a specific teacher than I did all those rest of those years. Now, I've had 2 really noteworthy ones along the way. Mr. Swenson, who first taught us that it's not always advantageous to get a college degree, which is something you won't often hear a public school teacher do.
Dude, that was always pushed down our throats in public school. It's fucking annoying. I hate college. I hated the whole thing. If you don't go to college, you're gonna have a shitty life.
He was very big on apprenticeship programs like plumbing, welding, carpentry, and also unskilled labor positions, and how for the first 10 years you start off ahead of that college graduate for your earnings if you're smart with your money from those years.
Invest.
Now, alternatively, I actually do back college, but it's for very specific careers. Now, yours, you don't actually need the degree, but you should start the schooling. Starting the schooling will get you the connections to get the job. The teacher, I can't remember his name. It was something like Dickerson, and that's why I can't remember it. That and I shut up stoned a lot. But his name wasn't important. He was originally a Google agent. He worked for Google, going to colleges to make connections. And our college picked him up as an instructor. It was a community college, Southwestern, and they got him really cheap because he had never had teaching experience before, but he had all the credentials to do it. And what else he had was connections at Google. He got us all sorts of programming software to work with that other schools, they'd have to pay hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, to have this version available in the classroom.
FND.
So we got to play with programs to make programs for the next generation cell phones, tablets, and basically you could make a game and test it on any operating
That's
system
fucking baller.
to make sure that it was effective. And it was in his class that I learned more about how you can actually finance a game, make a game, and get it out to the public real quick. Now, it's just a real easy thing, honestly, to put out a bad game. And I imagine a lot like being a YouTube guy, where you have to put out some stuff that's not the greatest before you actually make your Halo.
Yeah, I'd rather put out a bad video than no video at all. I'd rather put out a bad game than no game at all. I would rather you get your name out there, and who knows, maybe you'll be a laughing stock for a bit, but that's okay. Be a laughing stock. It's better to be seen than not seen at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you're seen, except for there's two things you can't go back from. You know what that is? Pedophilia and hating dogs. Keep that in mind.
God.
Those are two
America
things.
will never.
Now, most things you can go back from, but those two things, no. So just make sure that just avoid those two things.
I'm pretty sure he's quoting a movie.
I'm actually quoting that from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, I knew it.
I knew I was gonna reveal that. I was just
Don't buy a boat because of the implications.
nothing bad's gonna happen. But there's the implication that something could.
But yeah, $500 on Steam, not bad. I mean, if I looked at my PlayStation library, I have spent probably a lot more than that over the shit. When did Nathan talk me out of getting out of my Xbox? Because I was living at the North Bend house, so that would have been, the boy was about 3-ish, so about 6 years ago. So yeah, I'm probably about 1,000 or so on my Xbox games over the past, or PlayStation games over the 6 years. If you don't include their subscription fees also, that shit adds up, man. And so if you're not the one paying for your subscriptions, make sure you say thank you to the people who do. Because as somebody who pays for other people's subscriptions, they never fucking do. Ever. You can fucking Netflix and Hulu and Paramount Plus, and they will still say, but I need Disney Plus. Oh man. Yeah, most companies will not ever refund you the right way. It sucks. It sucks a bag of dicks, but that's the way they go. Yep. I will not keep you, kid. Thank you for visiting with us. It's been an excellent time. Make good choices. And if you can't make good choices, at least know they were the choices you made.
Just be, honestly, mine's simpler. Just be as successful as you can. Try not to hurt anybody. That's about it. Try not to kill. Try not to hurt anybody. Try to encourage people. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself too. And yeah, and just try to be as successful as you can. Also, remember, cash is trash. Assets are everything. Learn as much as you can. Assets mean more than cash. Cash should only be used to buy assets. And then assets should be saved. Save your assets so your ass can set. All right. Anyway, later, everybody. But
it's been a blast.
I think we're done. We've been on stream too long. I've been streaming in my pants. But anyway, later, guys. Streaming wars have begun. Later.